Hello.
All right, that's going. That's
Hello, Google. Hello.
Thank you.
It is 179.
Girl, you know what you need?
I need vodka.
All right. Well, while you do that, while you do your 179, is that low?
That's a little bit high for my range, but it's better than in the 200s.
That's actually pretty low for you, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is really good.
You're usually ranging 235 to 250.
All this and more on the Real NHB Radio.
The following takes place between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. Events occur in real time.
The following program
sucks shit.
The following live program is intended for mature audiences and may contain strong language, sexual discussion, racial jokes, and other potentially offensive content. If you are easily offended, please tune out now. We will not take responsibility for your sensitivity. The No Holds Barred radio show is intended for the private use of our audience. Recording and distribution of this show is strictly prohibited without the consent of the management of the No Holds Barred radio network. The opinions expressed on this show by the listeners and co-hosts are not those of the staff of the NHB radio network, its hosting providers, families, relatives, significant others, children, pets, and definitely not politicians. By calling or writing to the No Holds Barred radio show, you consent to having your voice and other personal information given out on the air. If you are abusive or harassing to the host, we reserve the right to ridicule you, your families, and post your phone number or messenger names in bathroom stalls where gay people hang out just for fun. We reserve the right to use recordings of your voice in future broadcasts. The show is meant to make you laugh, entertain you, and be fun. Do not take anything said on this show personally. We're not serious, and you shouldn't be either. If this is a difficult concept for you to grasp, please turn off the station or borrow some IQ points or a sense of humor from somebody who has one. You can find all of our contact information on the official No Holds Barred Radio website at nhbradio.com. Now you have been warned. On with the motherfucking show.
We are a chosen generation, and we are about to rise. We come from every town and nation to break through the fantasy and lies. We have been beaten down and shaken. We've been blackballed and ostracized. But only so much will be taken. So now it's time to mobilize. No longer will we try to be your goal. We would rather die than be controlled. You can try to hold us down, but we're coming pound for pound, and we'll leave your body battered and scarred. We know what we're fighting for. We won't take it anymore, and we're coming back with no holds barred.
We are live here with the Real No Holds Barred, September 24th, 2014. I'm your host, Johnny Gators, and joining me, of course, is the lovely Neo and the lovely Mars. I figured Mars wouldn't want to be left out of being in the lovely
you can leave
category.
me out if you want.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm not that. No.
I didn't mean that in a literal sense. That's more of a figurative,
You're just lucky I decided to put some kind of pant material on.
Pants
for the show.
pants are highly recommended, though not required for the show, because no one else is actually in the room with me for the show. So you all want to take your pants off right now? You go ahead and take your pants off. It's fine by me.
You can be pantsless with gators.
Just
Isn't that what you've all strived to be?
pantsless with gators. There we go. I think Liam will be right back. Pantsless with gator. That's so wrong. That's Anyways, we are posting the YouTube link because we are live on the YouTubes, and there are many ways that you can interact with the show, because you can write in at NHB Live through AOL Instant Messenger in Skype, and you can Skype in with NHB Live, or other messengers. I've not done a good track of keeping. Oh, Google Talk, NHB Live through Google Talk. MSN, I believe, is gone, but at NHB Radio through Twitter is certainly alive and kicking. Or you could just drive a truck by Mars's place and shout your message out the window as you drive by.
I even turned up the freaking noise gate on Team Talk. There's no way that thing's not going off with the truck outside. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is not truck proof. So
I could just mute altogether.
You could
there you go.
There we go. Just do the whole show muted. No, that would be no fun. That would not be fun at all. Anyways, I've posted the YouTube link. So if you go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/NHB Radio, you'll see the show announcement. You'll see Trish is tuned in because she knows where the real NHB Radio is at. And then you'll see my post for the link of the YouTube stream with the caption of Who's Your Daddy? Because that's how we roll here. I always try to find something random to say. There we go. That's how we're doing it. And Trish has wrote, and thank you. Oh, yes, you can respond to comments on there. Those also come through to messages to me. That's all works. Okay. That's an old message. Tuned in while sipping on a French vanilla white chocolate mochaccino spiked with vodka and eating some Goya Maria cookies. There you go. That is one way. So you can listen to it pantsless, or you can listen to it while sipping on French vanilla white chocolate mochaccino spiked with vodka. Or you could do both at the same time, really. Although, if you're drinking a hot beverage, pants might be good because if you accidentally spill the hot beverage, it's good to have a barrier between the naughty bits and the coffee.
Have a little Teflon, a little Teflon smock or something. That'll work.
I don't know. Yeah, a little smock.
You don't have to wear pants.
You don't have to wear clothes, actually, to listen to this show. This show does not require clothes. It does not require pants. It does not require... it does require working ears, however. That's about the only thing it requires. It doesn't even require a brain. You know, nothing on this network requires a brain, as we've found out for many, many years now.
What?
And we're going to talk about that. So we are back. We were gone last week because last week at this time, I was in a rental car, sitting in Seattle traffic, trying to make my way south. And
I did have a good nap during our show last week.
Actually, I have to say, there is another show that happens at the same time as our show. I'm not just referring to that Penn and Teller show, which I think is done now. But, of course, Damon and Liam do their show because, you know, they, yeah, those guys that, you know, decided, hey, let's, you know, fuck them. We'll do our own thing. And we'll keep the same name that they're all still using for the network because that won't be confusing or stupid or anything like that. Is my sound coming out of both channels?
You said, but that's because.
Okay. Well, I don't.
Okay.
The encoding software is a little funky with the meters, and one of the meters, if there's silence but there's audio in the other one. The one that's silent will, the display it kind of reacts to the alternate channel, so you can't always tell.
Are you centered? Because you sound more left heavy than right heavy.
It's a little funky with the meters. And one of the meters, if there's silence... Okay, I'm good. I just wanted to check that.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you for bearing. Good. Thank you for bearing with me, people. Okay, so yeah, I was... I actually decided I was going to listen to Tales from Topographic Oceans while driving from Seattle to Portland, and I decided to go in a different direction. But we got Brian Blues on the line with us.
Who?
Brian Blues.
Oh.
He's been waiting 2 weeks for this.
What? 2 weeks?
Well, yes. The moment we end a show, the countdown starts to the next show. Isn't that right, Brian?
Oh, absolutely.
Hi, Brian. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm alive.
Hey, did you ever hear from the emergency kitten?
How is it? I haven't gotten a message back from him yet, but I did mention them.
I know. It's unreal. It's like, what? Doesn't that bot respond?
Speaking of,
What do you mean a bot?
Speaking of you and kittens,
real emergency kittens.
at some point during
Yes.
at some point during this week, I got an IM from one certain jumper of Dunes that says something to the effect of "OMG, Brian, enough with the cats." So I think you have a new Twitter follower.
If you put puppies up there once in a while, dude, watch more.
The fact that you give me more shit, and I'll do it even more. If you're sick of it, I guess you better just say nothing because you're just going to encourage it.
Well, I'm thinking maybe this is a strategy because I would have expected him to be, all like, "For God's sake, shut up!" when reading some of the political links that you post. But no, it was the cats. It's the cats that.
He could probably put a filter on his Twitter, a kitten filter, maybe.
I don't know. But anyways,
speaking of political, did you see this latest thing? Outrage, is Obama saluting with a coffee cup in his hand?
Yes, and you know what? The thing that is interesting about that is Snopes posted about it, and Snopes, is great at doing research to point out things.
Yeah.
And the thing is that technically, a president shouldn't salute because the president is not a uniformed member of military.
Well, this is always true. Yes,
but
absolutely.
It was Reagan who started the whole saluting thing because and Reagan, I guess, one of his advisors started questioning, should Reagan be doing the saluting? And the response was, "You're the president. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do." Now I paraphrase that quite a bit, but
I think so. Yeah, definitely heavy on the paraphrase. Yes,
very heavy on the paraphrase. But it came down to he's the president. He can do what he wants. If he wants to salute, fine, he can salute. But now everyone's got to follow suit, and anyone who wants to be a hater is going to, well, I mean, let's face it. Obama can salute or not salute. The haters are going to be hating on him anyway. So, why?
Yeah, right.
He's
exactly.
not going to sweat this
thing.
shit.
In fact, the liberals, and, God bless them, right? They've come up with pictures of Bush saluting while he's holding this dog.
Yes, yeah.
So my friend was like, so Bush did it doggy style.
Yes.
It's just fucking absurd. Come on. Give it a rest. Oh, it's so horrible.
Yeah.
It's like some of my Facebook friends that are on. Oh, this is so horrible. He's such a jerk. Give it a fucking rest.
And the thing is that they don't think he's a
jerk.
They thought he was a jerk already.
Facebook is doesn't go for this, but it's kind of like, oh, it's time to be hating on Obama again.
This week in Obama hating, salute pictures.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. We don't care that he just fucking started another war. Right?
No. Well, because generally
we're not
Republicans
anti-war. We want to go into the next damn fucking war because it's what we do.
Yeah, Republicans are pretty much pro-war, so they can't really pick on him for that. I mean, they could pick on him for not going into war hard enough. I don't know, but no. Let's go with the saluting. Let's go.
In fact, my kind of take on it is like, I think the Illuminati or whoever the fuck it is actually in charge because everything that Obama does doesn't even fucking make sense, from the liberal mindset. I can't believe that liberals aren't actually getting unglued on what he's doing because he's not doing a liberal agenda. He's doing this whatever, I guess, that he's told to do. I guess. I don't know.
Well,
you got me.
He really can't do much of anything because he's got a Congress that won't do a damn thing. So and then he may as well play golf.
Wow.
He may as well play golf. When people bitch about him playing golf, well, what the hell else do you expect him to do? It's not like he's got any Congress that's willing to work with him to get anything done. So if I were him, I'd be like, fuck this. I'm out of here. I'm going to go play golf. You all figure it out. In
fact, quite honestly, I'd rather have him playing golf or, like in Bill Clinton's case, that he's getting a blowjob.
Yeah. Bill Clinton found a better way to deal with the blowing off the steam, or the stress. Yeah. But no, anyways, yeah. So that was this week in stupid. Let's bitch about Obama's saluting style.
Right. I mean, dang.
And what does the other side do? 5 pictures of W. It's like, not that I'm saying that, that is the appropriate response when someone slams Obama, slam W, but it's just too fucking easy. It's like, you want to attack our guy? Come on. You gave us 8 years of prime, grade A stupidity. We can show you all the dumb stuff people on your side have done.
Yeah, I mean, it's just bitch slapping, right?
Yeah. You want to come up with stupid bullshit that doesn't really matter? We got plenty of that. 8 straight years of pure grade A stupidity from W.
Right, and it's just, in fact, even if you don't feel it that way, it's obvious that there's going to be a lot of other material to counter it.
Right.
And it's meaningless. In fact, it's just yet another distraction. And that's the thing that really gets me, is that there's even bitching about the distractions. Well, this is just another stupid distraction that you're being distracted by.
Yeah. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. I like the way Snopes handled it, though, going into the history of it, that, when it comes down to it, the president saluting is a relatively recent thing. Eisenhower wasn't saluting anyone while he was president.
That's right.
It was.
And he was in the military prior, so.
Right.
Yeah. He knew.
Exactly. Proper procedure and protocol is that the president is not a uniformed military member and should not salute. But he's a president, so he wants to salute. Fuck it. He can salute because he's a goddamn motherfucking president. That's why.
I know. Reagan saluted because, you see, he played a member of the military in some movie.
There you go. Yeah. That was a Hollywood salute.
That's right.
There we go. Let's see. Someone writes in through Facebook, I have no pants on, but my sippy cup is spill-proof. Hooray for Tervis tumblers. Oh, there you go. Because we were saying earlier.
I want a sippy cup.
Okay.
Full of booze.
Oh.
I don't know. Not sure if I can help you out there. I do think.
Would it eat through the plastic of the sippy cup?
I think one of my wires is going bad because I noticed that my mix is, my voice is very right heavy on the level meters right now. So I might have to check my wires during the week.
Do I have to wiggle your wires a little?
I apologize. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on the levels this show and fix that during the week. Anyways, so as I was saying, last week was not doing a show because I was in a car somewhere between Seattle and Portland. And I was actually listening to the other No Holds Barred radio show.
What?
What? I thought you were still on 880.
No,
Aren't you on 880 now?
Once I got off of 880, the problem was solved. I didn't care anymore. I didn't see any need to tweet updates. I
swear that was like the worst accident we've had in like 2 years.
I didn't realize you were sitting on the edge of your seat waiting for me to get out of traffic. I figured you had your own traffic to worry about.
How long was 880 balled up with that?
3.5 hours.
Wow. What were they doing?
How early you got there when it happened, though.
Here's what happened. Some dipshit was driving a van southbound on 880. And right around Marina Boulevard, the van bumped into the median, and a tractor-trailer behind the van couldn't avoid it. And the tractor-trailer ended up crashing through the median onto the northbound side of 880, causing a bunch of other cars to crash into the concrete one everywhere, trucks in the middle of the road, cars crashing. So 880 was closed for business at about 3 a.m. or sometime between 3 and 3:15 a.m. And at 3:15 a.m., my alarm went off, and by 3:30, I was out the door. and they closed 880. Now, here's the thing. I once the traffic came to a stop, I was past the exit for Washington, and I hadn't reached the exit for Marina Boulevard because that's where the accident happened, where it was closed. And so I turned on the radio, and by the time I turned on the radio to listen to what was happening, because I realized, well, I might be here for a while, they start reporting that 880 northbound was closed at Washington Boulevard, at Washington, and that's where they were directing all the traffic to exit onto Washington, which means that anyone who had gotten past Washington was fucking screwed. They were going to sit still until everyone was damn well ready to let cars go through again. And there was a tractor trailer, a bunch of cars, oil and concrete, and injured people. They had to airlift one person out of there. So that kind of took priority over letting us get through, which that I understand, you know? Okay, all right, let the injured
By
party.
the way, were there fatalities?
I didn't hear anything about fatalities. I heard that there were injuries and some people that were...
There were jaws of life out there, too.
Yeah, but I didn't hear anything about a fatality yet. But, so, yeah, it was... My flight was... I was supposed to be getting on a 6 a.m. flight. I had to call up the service and have them switch me to the 9 o'clock flight, and I wasn't even sure I was going to be making that because every time I switched from my podcasts to the news report to get the latest, they kept on being, you know, southbound might be opening in a half hour, northbound they're not sure, could be a while, and you know, it's just like, come on, clear us a fucking path. Come on, you're letting them exit on Washington. Start backing us up, you know?
I heard people sat on their car roofs eating breakfast. Well, that's what I heard.
I didn't see that. Yeah. I did see people get out of their car. At one point early on, when a police car was driving by on the dirt to the right of the shoulder, because, of course, you get, like, the jackass that goes, well, I'll just drive on the shoulder and get out of here because where I got to get to is far more important than these peons here. And eventually the shoulder completely backed up because that wasn't getting to the exit either. And so any police cars...
Which probably prevented any emergency vehicle from getting through.
Well, there's enough space on the dirt to the right of the shoulder that emergency vehicles and police cars could drive on that. So that is where police cars and
okay. I take that back then.
Yeah, at least the jackasses didn't block the dirt. Otherwise, I think they would have started, you know, towing people, and
right,
because the police didn't hassle the jackasses that were driving on the shoulder. They just, you know, it's just that now.
Yeah, they had other things in mind.
It's just that now. Well,
they should have called the SWAT team. You know, that's popular nowadays.
It's just that they had to sit there looking like an idiot for 3.5 hours. You know. Look at this jackass on the shoulder. Yeah, how'd that work out for you? You know.
So you missed a flight?
Yeah,
Is that correct?
I missed the flight, but I did make it to the 9 o'clock flight.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. You know, and once I got to the airport, got parked, got through security and everything, I made it to my gate 15 minutes before they started boarding. So a little closer than I like to be, but I did make it. So,
you know, about 20-something years ago, I was working in, you know, living in San Ramon and working in Foster City, San Mateo. So I was crossing the San Mateo Bridge, and this is before it was widened. It was basically anything happened and you were screwed on San Mateo Bridge. Okay, so I was going all the way to work, so I was going westbound. 3 a.m., they always happen at 3 a.m., right? A semi-tractor trailer, whatever, is going eastbound. It goes over that high-rises, the high-rise that goes, you know, that goes up, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
On San Mateo. And his truck took a dive off the bridge.
Well, that shouldn't stop traffic. That just saved everybody.
Okay, hang on, right?
Oh.
They closed traffic in both directions while they fished this truck out. I mean, hey, the guy was already dead. What difference does that make, right?
Yeah, may as well do
it. But they
next
closed
Tuesday.
traffic in both directions for about 3 hours. Well, more than 3 hours. because I was stuck in traffic until well after like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Ugh.
On the way to work. So you just got in that parking lot on the bridge. Turn the motor off. You kind of sit down and BS with other drivers and stuff like. We're not going anywhere. It's like, why did they close traffic in both directions? I mean, just whatever.
Yeah, that seems.
They could have had even one lane going in each direction if they wanted to kind of keep it restricted or something. But no, they closed it all until they fished the thing out of the drink.
I feel like I don't want to be the asshole to suggest that my getting to the airport was more important than people's injuries, but I do think.
But they could have done something about traffic flow instead of traffic stop. Absolutely.
I think that there could be more effort put into the traffic flow than they currently put in there. After they got the person airlifted out of there and people are being medically taken care of, I think it's, okay, where can we clear a path? And, heck, we'll even, let's at least clear these cars out of here. Everyone that's behind Washington, yeah, they're crawling, but there's a flow. We need a flow. Get the flow going again. Get us the fuck out of there. But, it's pretty much bad. They could stay put. And I didn't see people getting out eating breakfast on the roofs, but I did see people get out of the cars. At one point early on, when a police car went by, he was getting on the loudspeaker going, back to your cars, get back to your cars, get back to your cars. But only one jackass did that. Everyone else kind of just left people alone. But there was one officer asshat that was on the loudspeaker telling people to get back in their cars.
Well, it's not like they're going anywhere.
Yeah, it's like, really, we're not going anywhere anytime soon. We've heard the news reports on the radio.
See, here's what it was. Here's what it was. You actually missed the entire announcement. The entire announcement is, please get back in your car because we'll be serving donuts soon.
Ah, my donuts never arrived.
Well, because people didn't get back in their cars.
I was in my car. Where's my fucking donut?
But it's all these other
You didn't get out and party with all the rest of them?
It's all these other Nimrods,
no,
right?
I kept. Well, I had my my Zune loaded with the latest podcast of Wait, Don't Tell Me and Car Talk. I listened to those.
Oh, God.
I stopped.
Of course you did.
And I stopped periodically to turn on the news radio to check out the latest on the report of the situation, which of course they're reporting heavily on that morning because this was the accident of the century. I'm thinking
the only news,
yeah,
the only
pretty
news
much.
happening, huh?
Yeah.
Well, at 3 in the morning, yes.
Well, I mean, sure, there might have been some shootings in Oakland, but that's just typical stuff. I mean, this
that's kind of
that's
passe.
no news. That happens every day.
It's kind of like they used to announce and keep account of the jumpers from the Golden Gate Bridge. When they approached 1,000, they decided, this is actually a bad idea, and they stopped announcing the count on, this is jumper number, 984,
because I didn't want someone celebrating or someone
really.
I mean,
you
1,
could pick your number and you kind of go, I want that number.
Yeah, once they reach 999, there'd probably be like 10 jumpers all fighting over who gets off first.
And maybe they were just using one of those. Attendance clickers, and it only had 3 digits.
That could
turnstile?
be. They had a.
It could have been a turnstile.
They had a Y.
Yeah, right,
they had
right,
a. They had a Y1K issue. There is what they had.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's right.
It's funny. I actually MP has really been getting into the whole neatening and tidying up the areas lately. And so, she did a lot last week while I was gone, which is good because usually we play a game of trying to see how much work we can make the other person do. And so finally, I think MP got sick of it and was like, I'll just do some work. And I guess I can't leave that window open or it's going to make noise. And so I came back and there was enough.
Ding ding.
There was enough room in the storage area that the boss man was able to bring his bike back in and store it in there again so that he can do some bike riding on his lunch break. So we now
awesome.
In the building?
We now have a bike stored in the storage area again. which has been a long time
That's great.
since that would have been able to fit in there. But she wanted to finish up today, so she's this afternoon wants me to help out. And at some point, good old Nick, gotta love Nick, because Nick goes, well, gee, do you need any of these things on this bookshelf here anymore? And you know the bookshelf that basically Nick would be staring at if his cubicle wall wasn't there, with like all the old binders and there's net backup stuff on there.
For a woman.
Yeah, I mean that thing we pare down once in a while, right?
That thing has had the same binders and books on it since the day I started, and since the day Nick started, according to him too. And
See if I looked inside them.
Well, I looked inside the Ixos binder, and it's probably current to the version we're using, since we are using a very ancient version.
Okay.
But we basically
Exactly.
And as we're looking at these things and discussing, well, should we clean this? Do we need to clean this? Nick's like, well, I didn't need me to start anything. I didn't want to start. I'm like, too late, Nick. You started. Way to go, Nick.
Yeah, open mouth and the floodgates are there,
So we
whatever.
started clearing off the shelves, and I found there were certain Veritas net backup boxes still sealed with their original shrink wrap. One of them actually had a Y2K compliance sticker on it. So
Nice.
that I saved.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to make that bookshelf the Museum 2.0. Of course, the thing is, we could have just called it the Museum 2.0, not touched anything, and called it done. But not nearly as interesting.
Yeah, to be fair, we should probably mention a few of the things on
The
Museum
museum.
1.0.
Yeah, this is bookshelf in the MIS conference room, which has some state-of-the-art laptops that probably one
And cell phones.
and the cell phones. The old
The brick.
the brick, the bag phone.
Oh, did you got a Star Trek up there?
A big reel of tape that I'm guessing is a backup. One of the metal boxes that would hold the backup tapes that got damaged in transit, that is all banged up with broken tapes inside of it.
Yeah, I got run over
Keep
by a
that box for
forklift.
yourself.
Is that what happened? And the rock that we found inside the server room next to the broken window one morning, we kept that. I was,
The rock. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, one morning we came in and broken window, and there's the rock on the floor of the server room. They've since boarded up all those windows.
Right.
Yeah, one of the companies that acquired us decided, right, you shouldn't have windows in this room. Get those boarded up. So we've boarded them all up, and
Sure, it now looks like a jail.
we got a write-in from Facebook.
No. It looked like a jail before because there were bars on the windows, right?
Right.
Oh.
Now it's
Well, how
So
did
now
Rock
it's
make it
boarded
in
up and bars.
bars?
So now it looks like a derelict building.
yeah. Let's see. Facebook write-in says news radio is boring. Well, when you're stuck in traffic, news radio is vital information. yeah, news radio is boring.
It's actually pretty funny how they go psych over this 880 thing. I was up at like 4 in the morning, and they're like the Channel 2 news is going crazy. Oh my goodness! And this is falling over, and these people are sitting there. Some areas of the country have the storm of the century. Well, we have the traffic jam of the century. You see this one guy going, and I was wearing a Dodgers jersey, and no one came and lynched me or anything. And I'm like,
nice.
I'm like, great. And he's like, the newscasters are out there like interviewing people as they're walking around in between cars and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god.
Gee, I didn't see any of this. Where I must have been further up because. Well, I was there pretty early on, so I guess the news van didn't get as far up as I was. Because I didn't see any.
Fun,
yeah, I missed the real fun. All
the fun is usually in the back of the line.
I was in
not
the
front.
boring part of the traffic jam.
We should have ventured out.
Well, no, I was going to stay in my car. I was going to listen to the authority figure that had barked orders.
So you wasted all that gas.
Well, no, I turned the engine off.
Oh, so you wasted your battery.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you need a
No,
jump or a tow, there were already emergency vehicles there to help.
I did start it up at one point just to make sure I, wouldn't drain the battery too much. But my last stand writes in, get out of my head. The Sloan Horoscopes is my top fave. Clearly, this guy is listening to the wrong show. So I'm going to go ahead and forward the message on over to the right show. What is that? That's at NHB Show, is it? And you should send messages to us to at NHB Show, and so they can forward. Oh, at NHB Show. All right, we'll go ahead and forward that. There we go.
There.
We'll just forward that message right on to the right show. We'll do our part to help out. I also agree that the Sloan Horoscopes is one of my top faves, too. Then he writes in, try shit rooster. All right, let's tweet that over to at NHB Show. There we go. There we go. Try shit rooster. I don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about something. I'm not listening. I did listen last week, and I thought their show was entertaining. Liam had recently done an interview with me, and he played the interview. And I have to say, I was quite surprised. Because that's not how I remember that interview going, and I suspect Liam messed with the tapes. The answers were completely taken out of context. That's not at all how the interview really went. And that whole part about me jumping out the window at the end, completely fabricated. As you can see, I'm here. I am here. Yes, there was mopping, but there was no jumping out of windows. And next hour, we will play the real Hey, Mr. Gators. How the interview really went. But
maybe that was a failed joke about committing suicide by jumping out of a basement window.
Oh well, you'll.
Oh. Well, it was a high basement.
It could have been a really high a basement with high ceilings. That I don't. Really, 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 like, a basement with a 3-story ceiling. And you climb the ladder.
There it is.
There it is. Well,
there
of course,
it is.
if you have to
I could see it.
If you have to climb the ladder to get to the window to jump out of it, you don't really have to
That's
jump out the window.
Effort.
You don't have to jump out the window.
It's just too much effort.
You just have to jump off the ladder at that point. So you don't even have to set the ladder up near a window.
It's too much effort. I mean...
yeah, why do...
know.
Well, the thing is, though,
I'm lazy.
Jumping at home does take less effort than going to a bridge to jump off a bridge. It is a bit easier to get a ladder and climb up.
They stuck a big like net out there now, didn't they? See, on the Golden Gate Bridge, don't they have this big net on the side now?
Well, you could bring a pocket knife, jump into the net, cut the net, take it down, and then if you survive, go up and jump again. With the net cleared out of the way now. If you cut a hole in the net, you might even make like a swoosh. Nothing but net. And there you go. That would be a 3-pointer, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, USB hard drive. You are awesome. I
agree.
Oh, and Brian is finding more emergency kittens as we speak.
Well, that's good.
There we go. That's good. So, anyways, today in Facebook, a post actually came that, well, it wasn't even posted to me. It was posted to a bunch of people's walls, and I happen to be friends with some of those people, so it came into my news feed. Someone that I knew in high school has found the YouTube clip that I posted of one of our marching band shows, and I posted that to YouTube like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and so it's nice that people are still finding that and enjoying that. And so, she's like, "Hey, look at this! Oh, this is great! For those that haven't seen it in 20 years, check it out." And some people are posting, "Oh, good time." So I posted, "Hey, well, I've converted, all the marching band shows from '93 to '96 to DVD. Any of you people want a copy? Drop me a line." No one has dropped me a line. I'm still, I was not popular in high school, and and even years later, people are enjoying the fruits of my labor here that I post to try to make people happy, and still,
Wait.
it's no one wants to be friends with that guy. That's actually, it's funny. The girl that found the clip and was posting it is. I've asked her out a few times, and I was no, that was. I never got a yes in all my time in high school. Never.
Well, see, it's a good thing you didn't then.
Yeah, no, things worked out fine in the end.
Yeah.
My last stand writes in, boot the noon believers, send them to the skyline. At least I donated the $350.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we will also forward that on to at NHB Show. There we go. We do our part to help out. We are your messaging service to other internet radio shows that you are not listening to, because that's how we roll. So, Brian, how's your last 2 weeks been?
No, not too bad. I went to see Formula One.
Oh,
I saw that
race in Singapore. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Now, you probably
it was cool.
You probably have a better view watching it on TV than you would, being right there, because pretty much there all you see is.
It's you can't even imagine how true that is. Okay, so you're going to watch Formula One on TV, right? You might even leave the bathrobe on, put on the fuzzy slippers, grab a beer, whatever.
Pants are optional.
Sit down and relax, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I spent $180 on one ticket for what they call a walkabout. Okay,
which means
a walkabout is there's no seating. Huh?
Wait, you didn't buy a ticket for your wife?
Oh, like she's gonna be.
She went to Thailand.
Like she's gonna be caught dead at something like that.
Well, she was kind of willing to go, but she had a business trip to go on instead. So she was on her way to Thailand.
Oh, she went to Thailand?
So she used the,
so
I'd love to.
She went to the airport, and I went downtown, with probably 1 million of my closest friends, right?
Okay.
Nice.
Literally close.
Nice.
No, okay.
Now, see, there's a party at Brian Blues' place right there, 1 million of his
So
friends.
$180 for a non-seating ticket, right?
Well,
it's a walkabout.
That's standard.
Of course, a seat would have been, 500, I think. So a lot more.
You should have brought a lawn chair with you.
Hey, I had camera gear. I had the dog. We're gonna just do this thing and go walk about.
Okay.
So the nice thing about walkabout is that you get different angles and stuff like this. So that was actually kind of cool. But there are some spots. So you go by. Okay, this is going to be a really great view, of course, if you can manage to see over the barrier. Okay, through the chain link fence. Okay. Oh. So you get the camera sticking up there, and you take a couple of shots, and of course you're going to get the GoPro pole, or the person taking the selfie, right? Okay, so in this one straight, it's a beautiful place. It's a straight, right? The cars are going fast. When you're looking at it, it's going so fast, it's a blur in your eyes. It's a blur on camera, so it's like, well, I can't even tell who's who or what. Right? Now, the other advantage is that, there's a monitor there, so you can see other parts of the track. So when the cars are not in front of you, you can see them on the monitor. And then there's the speaker with the guy blah, blah, blahing, right?
Right.
Okay, so it's a good spot, but seeing the cars there is kind of bad because they're zipping by at 200 fucking miles an hour, right? It's a blur.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to other different spots, you have different problems. Either you have huge crowds. It's like, wait a second, I'm in Singapore. I am normally the tallest person here. At Formula One, you bring all these outsiders in, and I am no longer the tallest in the world, right?
Right.
So, so you got all these other issues, right? And you kind of go, oh, okay, so that's not a very good spot. I did find this beautiful spot. It's just past a bend where the cars are slowed down to like 30 miles an hour. Perfect. You could see every car. Like, oh, that's my guy. He's in the lead. Hot damn, right?
Right.
But no monitor, so you can't see the rest of the race. You don't know what the fuck is going on.
So the only place
There's
you had
no
a
speaker. You can't hear anything. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Every location has its own little issues. And so then I moved to this other spot. It was kind of it was kind of past a bend, so it was kind of slow and it wasn't up to speed yet, but it was sort of a straight. So, oh yeah, this is a pretty good spot. And then the cars are going, oh, there's a pace car. There's some kind of a thing going on. And they probably did 3 or 4 laps with this pace car. So it's not even a race anymore. It's a parade.
Right, because
so, there's all these different issues that are going on.
Oh.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you take a shot, and there's another guy with his GoPro sticking out there in front, and all that kind of stuff. So, there's all these different. If I were a street photographer, it would have been great because you'd had great crowd shots with the funniest things going on. But that's not really my specialty. So.
Right.
If you only had a blimp with a camera on it.
All right. So my last stand writes in. Not to change the topic, but just to catch up on the messages, see if we have any of them about the race. I got both shows running, aside trolling thanks to 2 PCs. Oh, so he's listening to both of us.
Yeah, he is.
All right. And then he writes
I hope your brain doesn't implode.
Let's see. Burn to Liam from Damon. All right. I'll relay that one because that one probably goes to them. So he's listening to me relay the messages for him, and then he hears if they're actually reading them or not. And I have no idea if they're reading them or not. All right, no, it sounds like
they are.
It sounds like you had a good time. It sounds like Walkabout worked out good for you. That you're just gonna kind of walk around, check out the scene. That's so. Would you do Walkabout again?
I think I'm going to try the fuzzy slipper route next time.
Okay. I see. So it's a one-time deal.
Of course, the kind of deal is I don't have any sports channels, so I'll have to look into beforehand, what it will take to, what channel it'll be on, and make sure I'm subscribing to it.
I see.
Now, Brian, did you watch Formula One? What was in San Jose when it were around the HP Pavilion and stuff like that? About 4 or 5 years ago?
No, I wasn't really watching it then.
Oh, okay. Because that was kind of cool, and they closed down the whole area, and they went all around. It was kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, in Singapore, there are a number of city streets that they close, and in fact, there was this one section which was nice because Singapore, even at nighttime, it's freaking hot and humid.
All right, well, we got a call coming in.
But in the walkabout there was a building that was open. It was a mall, and they cut off that section for the.
I see.
For the fans.
All right. Well, let me interrupt you for a moment. We got a caller on the line here. Hello, caller.
Yeah. What do we
want
to play?
I don't know. What do you want to play?
Wow. I see. This is someone that's gonna call and relay the.
That's right. That's nice. We got our own little relay. Look at that.
I
don't know.
Well, I think that's enough of that. Oh. All right, you were saying about it being hot at night or something like that.
Anyway, so there was this building that was open that you could go into. It was a mall, and they had basically cut off one section of the mall just for, the people with the paid tickets. So you didn't have to go through a gate. You just kind of go in and, one of the shops was a coffee shop. Another one was, a place called Awfully Chocolate. Let's see, what do they sell?
Chocolate?
Oh, chocolate.
I approve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I actually had ice cream last week.
What?
Well,
Was that on your diet?
Well, the thing is, I've decided that for the rest of this year, I'm just going to try to stay under 220. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold the line at 220. Stick in the two teens. The two teens seems to be a sweet spot that is easy to stay in. So I can cheat a little bit each day and stay in the same range, or I can cheat a lot and gain some weight and then stop cheating and bring it back down. So I was somewhere in the two teens when I left on my trip last week, and I didn't have a scale with me. And so I was basically like, well, I'm going to cheat some and hope that I'm still under 220 when I get back. And I actually was under 220 when I got back, although the next day it all caught up, and I went right up to 220. And I'm back down at around 217 now because I've gone back to strict this week. So, I'm just going to kind of, I'm not going to do the yo-yo thing and gain a bunch of weight back and then try to lose it again, because it gets harder each time. So I'm going to just kind of maintain a certain level, and I think next year, January, I'm going to go hardcore for half a year again and try to, bring it down under 200. But right now, I reached a point where people have noticed. People are telling me I look good, and so I'm like, I got to have a treat now and then. I've got to cheat now and then.
Well, you're not. You need your reward, right?
Right. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna be. So last week I decided at one point when I was at this retail outlet center in Seattle, that the food court was there. So I had a gyro for my dinner, and I noticed
A gyro?
Yeah. Some people call them gyros, but I call them gyros.
Oh, my euro.
Yeah, or a euro, or whatever, or that thing that starts with a G. Whatever. I don't know. Call it what you want, but I add one, and some fried potatoes. Not French fries, fried potatoes. This is a joke only
What's
Brian
the difference?
gets. Well, me, Brian, and Nick went to this place that has really good gyros, and me and Brian ordered the gyro, and Nick ordered the gyro. Or the gyro.
Oh.
And so the waitress then asked if we wanted fries or fried potatoes. And Brian, clueless as he was that day, decided, well, I'll try the fried potatoes.
Is it the hash browns?
And so 3 plates came with gyro and fries on them. And Brian goes, wait, but I ordered the fried potatoes. And so she pointed to Nick's plate and said, French fries, fried potatoes. And that's when Brian got it. Oh, I see what you did there. So that, yeah. And I had the gyro with fried potatoes. I decided to go with the fried potatoes that time. But I noticed that there was a nice Dairy Queen over in the food court as well. And I decided, fuck it, I'm going to have a Blizzard. And so I got myself a Blizzard, and I enjoyed it.
Which one?
Let's see. I got one of the peanut butter candy ones. I think I got the Reese's peanut butter. Yeah, I got the Reese's peanut butter cup Blizzard. I got a small, and that was the only. Actually, I had one other confectionery dessert type of thing, because on Friday, while I was hanging out in Portland, I was over in the shipping area with the people working in shipping, and one of them had brought in chocolate chip cookies, and they offered me one, and I figured it'd be rude to turn them down, and what's one cookie gonna hurt? So yeah, I did actually have a Blizzard and a chocolate chip cookie last week, and
There you go.
and I'm back to chef salads and meat and veggies and hard-boiled eggs for my meals this week. And, get it back down around the, low 2 teens or 210 range, and then I'll, let it crawl up or.
I do recommend the chocolate shakes over at Jack in the Box. They're pretty good.
If I'm going to have a dessert thing, I'm going to make it fucking count. I'm not going for a shake at Jack in the Box. I'm going to like the Cheesecake Factory for a slice of cheesecake, or I'm going to a ice cream place that makes their own ice cream for some homemade ice cream. And I say this after admitting to having a Dairy Queen Blizzard for my treat, but still, that was fucking good. Next time I'm going to do it right though. So anyways, yeah, so that's where I'm at. Basically, I've decided
A pint of Haagen-Dazs then.
I am going to I am in controlled cheating mode. I am going to stay in the same range. I will cheat, but I will not cheat to the level of going over 220. If I'm at 220 or I'm in the high two teens, bam, it is, back to strict Atkins. But once I get down, I'm going to ease up, So I'm going to, I'm going to stay in that range. And then when I started up to actually do some more loss again, I'll be in a better starting point. I'm not going to let it all come back. All the effort I put in this year, I'm not going to get back up to that range again after going through all this work to lose that.
Now, are you allowed to have funnel cake?
Actually, I did have funnel cake in Connecticut when I was on vacation. But
nice.
That was 2 weeks of fuck it, I'll do what the fuck I want. And when I came back, I was close to 220, and I behaved myself for the next week and kind of went down into the two teens. Then I went on the trip last week and went back up to 220. So now I'm behaving myself, go back in the teens, and so yeah, I'm I've got this sweet spot thing worked out. I got this all. I'm good. I got a system that works.
Funnel cakes are nasty.
You ate the wrong funnel cake.
You're not eating them right. You're doing it wrong, Neo.
She had to use a fork to eat a funnel cake.
No,
and the fork broke on her.
You're doing it wrong. You do not use a utensil. Now, pants may be optional, but utensils are flat out. No.
Okay,
yeah, but it broke the fork as well.
Yeah, there's something wrong with your funnel cake.
There's something. If your funnel cake breaks the fork, that's not right. There's something wrong with your funnel cake.
Yeah, and they didn't even use fresh strawberries.
It's not jelly. A good one if it breaks
There's
the fork.
no jelly on a funnel cake. What the heck?
No, you don't. Well, you could.
No, you just put powdered sugar on it. You
sugar
don't put jelly crap on
or
it.
Actually, the funnel cake I had, my father-in-law ordered it, and he went with the cinnamon sugar instead of the powdered sugar, which was still very tasty.
What? That's unnatural. You have powdered sugar on it.
I would have ordered it with the powdered sugar, but
Did you shun him? Did you shun him?
It was free funnel cake, and it was tasty.
Okay, I guess I couldn't turn down free funnel cake.
Anyways, we've reached the second hour of the show, so we should
have.
And my coffee cup is empty, and I've decided, you know what? I'm taking the break at the 1 hour point. So
you should do this.
Yeah.
Because the other station took their break too.
Yeah, and when we come. So we are going to go to a quick break, so I can fill up the coffee mug.
Well, we got to do the lead-ins for what's going to be coming up after.
Yes.
I think we should talk about the woman with 3 boobs.
Oh, that is on the agenda. Believe me, Brian.
Oh, hot dag! Something to look forward to.
That is definitely on the agenda. And it was on the agenda before the whole
I'll tell you
shocking
my problem
revelation.
with this when we come back.
Yeah, well, when we come back, we're actually gonna...
Absolutely. It's the teaser. You don't do any more than the teaser line,
and when
right?
But we are going to talk about... First thing I'm going to do when we come back is we're going to talk about my interview, Liam's interview with me, and we're going to roll tape of how that interview really happened.
Lots of reasons to be coming back.
Yes, we've got material, so stay tuned. You are tuned into the right NHB Radio. This is the real
That's
NHB
right.
Radio.
So if you thought the last hour was a waste, just wait until this next hour.
That was the warm-up hour. That's how that's how the other show rolls it too. That wants to insist that I'm
that
doing
was the
it wrong.
foreplay. We're getting into it now.
Yeah, we do it just the same. It's just hours 5 and 6 is kind of anything goes hours, and if you're gonna judge our show by those hours, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. Anyways, we will be back. So we're going to play something for break music. What are we going to play for break music? We're going to play Yellow Rain by Active is what we're going to play. So don't go anywhere.
Ew.
Actually, no. I got something. I don't really have permission to play this, but I don't think he'll mind. I found out one of my coworkers is in a band. And
what?
Not only that, I have a coworker for once that's in a band that doesn't suck. And I'm sorry, Brian.
What? What? A person in California?
No, Portland.
Oh, up in Portland.
Yeah, one of the designers in Portland who has really good taste in music is in a band. And so he sent me to his page, and I bought his singles. And they got a double album coming out soon that I'm looking forward to. And So, anyways, this is Future Sons. You can buy this on Bandcamp. This is called The Anti-Romantic.
I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic. Okay, let's try this. I don't know where I get this. Get this. I don't know where I get this. I'm gonna take you home. Make you wish you were alone. Love you, baby, if you let me. Make you wish you never met me. Get this. I don't know where I get this. I don't know where I get this. Paper stars and plastic planets. Hidden scars and friends that vanish. Freaking out and feeling frantic. I'm taking full advantage. I'm the anti-romantic. 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 I'm pretty good at sex. Not so good at what comes next. I'm pretty good at sex. I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic. I don't know where I get this. I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic. I don't know where I get this. I'm the anti-romantic.
Come on, baby, disappoint me.
I wanna disappoint you.
Come on, baby, disappoint me.
I wanna disappoint you.
Come on, baby, disappoint me.
I'm gonna disappoint you.
Come on, baby, disappoint me.
I'm gonna disappoint you. I'm pretty good at sex. Not so good at what comes next. I'm pretty good at sex. I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic. I don't know where I get this. Get this. I don't know where I get this. I'm gonna take you home. Make you wish you were alone. Love you, baby, if you love me. Make you wish you never met me. Make you wish you never met me. I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic. I don't know where I get this. I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic. I don't know where I get this. I'm the anti-romantic. I'm the anti-romantic.
Have you ever wondered why people are in such a hurry just to do nothing? We live in a world where everybody's in a hurry. It doesn't have to be that way. I always say slow down, take it easy, take a little time to see what's going on. Funny thing is, some people say I can't afford the time to listen to the Dude and Bob Show. I have to ask you this. Can you afford not to?
The following takes place between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Events occur in real time.
Sundays on NHBRadio.com.
Oh, no. You got that wrong. I love balls.
Balls. All you need are balls. To succeed on balls. All you need are balls. All you need are balls. To succeed on balls. All you need are.
Be sure to tune in to ADHD Radio, Tuesdays, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The most motherfucking addicting show on the No Holds Barred Radio Network.
Balls. All you need are balls. To succeed on balls. All you need are balls. All you need are balls. To succeed on balls. All you need are.
And we are back with more real No Holds Barred Radio right here on the No Holds Barred Radio and Wild Bunch Radio Network.
Wow, that was some ripping tunes there.
You like that?
Yeah. I'm into kind of tribal, although I would say that's more post-tribal, right? What do you think?
What, the Future Sons song, the anti-romantic?
Yeah.
Well, the guy described it when I asked him, what do you play? He goes, it's kind of like Bowie meets Devo meets Prince. And I was almost expecting him to talk about the microphones that were used on Pet Sounds, being that we were in Portland, but he didn't. So, yeah. I guess you haven't seen that episode of Portlandia.
No.
Oh.
I missed it. I watched 3 episodes of Portlandia.
You need to watch more.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, but that's Brian. You familiar with the guys in Portland at all?
A couple of the guys, not that well.
Not that well. Okay, because he's he works in design, and the thing about him was I've been to Portland now 3 or 4 times. I think 3 times. And the first time I went there was kind of a goodwill mission. Portland hadn't had a visit from anyone that knew anything about computers in quite some time. And so it was, hey, let's send Gators up there. And, and that worked out really good. And speaking of non-tech savvy people, we got Venison on the line with us.
Oh, no.
For now.
It's all Whitey himself.
Well, and Venison knows nothing about basic physics, is what I've learned about him
Hey,
yesterday.
Venison.
Hey, say what? And hey, Brian. And I want that song.
Which what?
It's all Whitey himself.
The
No,
anti-romantic?
you can't have that.
You want it?
Yeah.
No, you should get the 5-finger bullet or something like that. The other one.
Well, I'll send you their Bandcamp link, and you can actually stream them all from the site, or you can buy the downloads if you have $3 extra.
No, he spent it on alcohol last night.
Well, next time you have booze money, just ask yourself, what do you want, booze or Future Sons downloads?
Okay,
you're never
going to
buy them.
He's going to say.
You're never going to buy them.
He'll never buy them.
No, but the thing is that the first time I went there, it was shortly after the first company that acquired us, in my time there, had acquired us, and after the conversion went over there, and it was very helpful for me to go up there because there were some old computers that were being used, and there were some better computers that were not being used. So I was able to do a little juggling around of the machines. And basically it was like, hey, it would make more sense if you used that computer for this. And, hey, this old 98 machine that you're scanning from, let's just retire that and move the scanner onto the... For some reason, there was always this mentality of having a separate machine as a scanning workstation. And it used to be that multiple people scanned. And as people were let go and things were trimmed down to more lean, it ended up being one person scanned, and that one person would have their own computer and then walk over to the scanning machine and scan because why? That's the way it's always been. So when it's like, well, I'll just move the scanner over to your machine, and install the scanning software in your machine. Oh my God, that's a great idea. And that's why they sent me there. But one thing I remembered was when I went into the design area, they had a stereo with some speakers set up, and they had some pretty, kicking tunes playing in there. And I was like, oh, these are the... and their door was always... I'm like, oh, these are the cool people. This is where the cool stuff's happening. These are the guys to be hanging out with here. These two guys in design. And one of them in particular, I kind of got the feeling was picking the tunes. And I'm like, this guy's probably cool. And then I didn't go back there for years. And so I went up there when we converted them over onto the newer company that acquired us. And while I was over there, I figured, I got to make a point to, do stuff with, I'll take on the work of setting up the design computers so I can spend more time hanging out there and design. And I go over there, and the guy's listening to Stereolab. And I'm like, oh, my God, I love Stereolab. So I go, hey, you got some Stereolab going there. And he, staring at me like, you've heard of them. Of course, I love them. So I went back there this time for this visit. I have just about every Stereolab recording there is. And there's a lot of odds and ends from their later period that have not been put together in a compilation yet that probably is eventually going to be put together in a compilation. And so I put I put a collection together for myself just to have these odds and ends of like EPs and tour singles and stuff from the late 90s to into the 2000s in one place that's convenient to listen to. So I burned a copy for him since I know he likes Stereolab and figured he might not have picked up all those tour singles and stuff. And he's absolutely digging it, and he's been thanking me profusely. And so he talks when he mentioned an album coming out. I'm like, oh, tell me about this band. And so yeah, it's futuresons.bandcamp.com if you want to check them out. So check them out. Listen to their tunes. Hey, a buck a song. They got 3 songs, and they got a double album coming out soon. So keep your eye on that spot. So that was really cool.
By the way, only what I get? What $7 bottle of booze a month? Come on. And also, what would be more valuable? Free promotion, maybe?
All right. $7 booze a month. So if you buy cheaper booze and go with the $4
that is the
bottle,
cheapest booze.
You're telling me you can't find $4 vodka?
That size, no.
I've bought $4
vodka.
vodka. I know it exists, and I know it's nasty.
It's not in
stuff.
any of the stores around here. That is the cheapest stuff around.
Okay, all right.
Hey, Venison, why don't you just suck on a potato? It comes from the same place.
There
right?
you go. Suck on a potato. That sounds like code for something.
Wow, sharing the love.
All right. Venison, you could just, open up some type of recorder program and record in your own copy from the streaming copies available on the site.
Well, yeah. Of course it's going to be done, but,
Yeah. But yeah.
The thing is, well, here's the question here, and I've seen a lot of bands do this. One, are they actually on a label?
No, they're independent. They're unsigned.
They're completely independent and just emerging. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do they have any free downloads on their site at all?
Well, you could listen to the songs for free on the Bandcamp site, and then they're only $1 if you want to buy it. So you can listen for free. I mean, it lets you.
No. That's not the question. The question was, do they have any actual downloads at all?
Buy the fucking music, you goddamn cheap ass.
Venison
ain't about being cheap ass. If you want to get yourself circulated, you give a couple of freebies to some people so they circulate it around. It's called word of mouth. It works far better than anything else.
Well, be that as it may, you can stream the songs in their entirety for free, and I think I think that is enough of a free.
So Venison, what you do? You just open the Bandcamp website and play it on air.
Yeah, if you're that cheap, yeah.
No, it's not. Like I said, it's not about being cheap. A band. What does a band want? A band wants exposure, does it not?
And well, they just got it right here. So let's
Well, that's here, but that's what here is only how many people? Meanwhile, you get somebody that's got the song, they download it and put on their player or whatever, and they sit there and have their friends here and say, "Oh, who's this? This is that's by such and such a group." They circulate it around.
Okay,
you know this.
So
don't even start with that.
So Liam, So Liam did an interview with me, and he played his messed up audio. He totally botched it. So let's just, for those that haven't heard it, because let's face it, a lot of you are probably busy listening to NHB Automation rather than listening to that. But anyways, so here's what Liam played last week, and I'm telling you,
napping, but
this is not how the interview really went. This is what went out to air. Liam pulled a what's that guy? All right, well Liam fucked with the audio.
Dickie Goodman?
No, I'm looking for the name of someone that might change things to make their own point. I don't know. Anyways, I'm still pretending this was a real interview. Go along with the bit.
Well, I thought it was.
Yeah, it's a Dickie Goodman style bit, but no, this is the interview Liam played, and this is not how it went. But this is what Liam played.
We have an exclusive interview with Gators from the No Holds Barred Radio Network. Mr. Gators, what was your response when you found out Damon wasn't bringing his show back to the network? What did you say to Damon to try to keep him from leaving? I love you. And what was Damon's response?
It's too late, baby, now it's too late.
Well, obviously Damon left and started his own stream. How does that make you feel?
Alone again, naturally.
It's not all bad though, Mr. Gators. You still have co-hosts. Can you describe them? Apparently, your listener base has been shrinking due to everyone going to Damon's server. What are your thoughts?
Is there anybody listening?
Mr. Gators, it seems everyone has ran out on you, including a number of shows. You must be really upset. It seems shows have been leaving the station in droves. Who's left?
Doom.
Anyone else?
Doom.
Surely there are other shows on the network.
Doom.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Gators. So with everyone leaving, including Liam and Damon and all these other shows, how do you feel? What will you do now that all the funny is gone from the network? Oh my, where will you jump from?
Out the window here, I go. Out the window here.
Mr. Gators, it can't possibly be that bad. Mr. Gators, don't! Oh my goodness! Mr. Gators just jumped out of our 10th-story window and landed right on a poor bystander's head. This is what he had to say before Gators landed on him.
It's raining men.
This has been a special report from the No Holds Barred Radio Show News Network. I guess I better go outside with a bucket and a mop and clean up.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute. Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Now there was so many things wrong with that. He's altered the audio to suggest that there's some feelings of romance on my part towards Damon, and that I feel like I've been wronged, and that whole thing at the end, jumping out the window. Hello, I'm right here. Clearly, I did not really jump out a window.
It was actually the basement window, like I suggested before.
That whole thing was fabricated and was altered, and so I have the real interview right here. So here is the real Hey Mr. Gators.
We have an exclusive interview with Gators from the No Holds Barred Radio Network. Mr. Gators, what was your response when you found out Damon wasn't bringing his show back to the network?
I hope you had the time of your life.
What did you say to Damon to try to keep him from leaving?
We're coming back with no hope.
And what was Damon's response?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Well, obviously Damon left and started his own stream. How does that make you feel? It's not all bad though, Mr. Gators. You still have co-hosts. Can you describe them?
Crazy.
Apparently, your listener base has been shrinking due to everyone going to Damon's server. What are your thoughts? Mr. Gators, it seems everyone has ran out on you, including a number of shows. You must be really upset.
You never really
It seems shows have been leaving the station in droves. Who's left? Dune. Anyone else?
Video Bam.
Surely there are other shows on the network. Well, if you say so, Mr. Gators. So with everyone leaving, including Liam and Damon and all these other shows, how do you feel?
I feel fine.
What will you do now that all the funny is gone from the network?
Mop, mop, mop the floor. Scrub it high and scrub it low.
I guess I better go outside with a bucket and a mop and clean up.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute. Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
So that's how the interview really went.
There you go.
There you go.
I see.
Why would I give the same answer 3 times when asking what shows are on the network when clearly we have multiple shows on the network? I don't know what Video Vamp or Take It or Leave It did to piss off Liam to make him actually remove my mentioning of them in the interview. But
and poor Moose.
You know, and poor Moose didn't get mentioned at all because, well, when I did this interview, he wasn't coming back yet. So, yeah. And, well, I can only fit 3 shows in there, so, and I wanted to leave Dune in there. I mean, that's how the interview went. And,
and there was a shocker, but never mind.
And well, the shockers
call the emergency kittens.
The shockers got the restraining order issue right now, so they're not active at this time.
They're not. They're
not allowed on the premises of the studio.
They're not even allowed to do 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink.
No. Well, they could do that,
No.
but not with certain people anymore, I suppose. I guess there's no...
Oh, I guess not.
There's no 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink going on there anymore because that is, gonna have to find a new pink and stink. Wait, what? Never mind. We got messages to catch up on.
News.
A Facebook person writes in, I like to top my funnel cakes off with ice cream, cookies, cereal, and hot fudge.
Wow, now that's a funnel cake.
Madman Mark tweets in, tune in to NHB to hear an exclusive interview with Johnny Gators. Yeah, I just played it here.
Yeah. Thank you, Madman Mark.
Let's see. There. Finally got that to tweet to NHB Radio. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. So, yeah, there you go. There was the exclusive interview with me, unaltered and unedited as it originally happened. I don't know what happened, why Liam aired that altered version of it. I mean, it was clearly misleading and inaccurate.
He clearly doctored it up.
Yeah, he doctored that, because besides, it's amazing what vocal styling.
He did the Liam edit?
Yeah, he did the Liam edit. So I had to, Gators edit it back to its original form. I mean, I took the original audio.
You had to play the original uncut
Yeah,
material.
that's the original uncut, unaltered, none of that added window stuff in there. I mean, yeah, we did mop up afterwards. It was nice of Liam to help me mop up. Yeah,
Mr. Clean does help.
I said I was going to mop the floor, and, Liam got the bucket and Mr. Clean, and, was a good sport about it, which is why it was so shocking that he messed with the audio like that after he was so helpful to, help me mop up afterwards.
Well, maybe he just thought it was more amusing content.
Yeah, I suppose. He was trying to be shocking and edgy.
There are good editors and there are lousy ones.
He was trying to be shocking and edgy. Now, speaking of bad editing, what about the editing of modifying of body parts to have the triple boob? Was that a horrible transition or what?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Well, I know that's where Brian.
But the funniest part is so many different takes on it. It's like, whoa, where did that come from?
What?
People's reactions just all across the board.
Well, I've not been following the reactions. I first saw the news story with the pictures, and I thought, that doesn't look that bad actually. And for those that don't know what we're talking about, there's this girl that's showed up with the name that she's claiming is Jasmine Tridevil. Clearly a fake name. And the story she's giving is that she found a plastic surgeon to modify her to have 3 boobs, and the reason she did this was so that she would be found less attractive by guys because she's not interested in dating. And of course, if that's true,
backfire on her.
She can have some of my boob because, like, I have enough for 3 boobs.
Or 4. You can go quad with.
I can go quad.
No, don't go quad.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut my boobs in half and go quad.
There you go. But
the secret is out on why gay went to quad.
But
I just finally put that together.
You only have 2 hands. What are you gonna do with the other 2?
I don't know. You got ears.
I don't know.
or
More the
something,
merrier. More the merrier.
I don't know. It would be a whole lot of.
That would be one hell of a motorboat.
Yeah. What was that?
Right from the start, I wanted to set.
Okay, so something's playing audio out of my browser. That now I got to figure out.
I thought you were punching the boobs or something. Like, what's going on? Why are you punching the boobs?
No.
Because you're punching, now you're electrocuting. What the hell?
I would like to thank news.com.au, which is the source that I have of the boob story, for putting slow buffering automatic playing video on their page. Fuck off and die. Anyways, so the story she's given is that she had this done, and it's totally real, and at first I thought, wow, is that what? And now she's trying to get a reality TV show, and it's like, yeah, sure, you did this to try to scare off men, and you actually believed that would make you less appealing, and it had nothing to do with trying to get attention. But
she does realize that there are boob men out there and would love to have a 3-breasted woman.
Total Recall has certainly the movie Total Recall already proved that guys would totally dig it. Now, mind you, I'm not saying every guy would dig that. I'm sure there are plenty of guys.
Hers weren't exactly normal flesh colored, right? If I remember correctly.
No, they're pretty normal looking.
Okay.
Google it. But that's the story. But now it's coming out that it's looking like it's a complete hoax.
What? It's a strap-on boob?
So many different, or it's Photoshop or something, right?
Well, no, actually,
but there are so many different takes on it. This thing is just hilarious.
Well, here's the latest thing that came out, because people have started chasing this person back to an Alicia Jasmine Hessler, and there's been different things that link this to being Alicia Jasmine Hessler, and apparently there was an Alicia Jasmine Hessler was taken into custody in Hillsborough County, Florida, on March 14, 2013. And subsequently charged with fraudulent use of personal information. And Tampa Television recently interviewed Jasmine Tri-Devil earlier in the month. Oh, also there was Alicia Hessler earlier in the month filed a stolen baggage complaint at Tampa International Airport. And among that complaint,
what was in that baggage?
Among the things listed in the baggage was a 3-breast prosthetic. And there's scans that have showed up of the actual complaint that show that she was missing a 3-breast prosthetic that was missing. Also, when you link it to this Alicia person, they actually talked to a plastic surgeon, and the plastic surgeon said that a procedure like that would be a very lengthy procedure through multiple stages. And when you find footage of her interviewing with other things relating to other things earlier or other content, she's looking normal and is not in the process of having a 3rd boob put in.
So it was like a strap-on 3-boobed thing?
If you go to Snopes, you can read the whole article. I'm not going to read the whole Snopes article about it out here. But
no, that's fine. I'll read that one.
But the funny thing is that, someone stole her fake 3-breast prosthetic earlier in the month. And,
how do you put that as a claim? Yeah, in the baggage was A tri-boob.
Well, here, I'll read it right off the description. 1 black nylon roller bag with miscellaneous female clothing, 3 pairs of stiletto heels, miscellaneous paperwork with owner's name, hairbrush, 3 breast prosthesis.
Wow. Yeah, that got some laughs at baggage claim.
And clearly she got her bag back because she's got her boobs on for the camera. Or maybe those pictures were taken before the bag went missing.
Now, how long until she starts selling these online somewhere?
Well, right now she doesn't want anyone to know it's fake, and she's trying to get a reality show based on this. And she swears that she has actual footage of the surgery taking place. That is in no way faked. So, yeah, now, Brian, what are some interesting takes on it that you saw that you wanted to discuss?
Okay, the most interesting that I saw is this guy on YouTube.
God damn these fucking pages.
Does this video, and the person's into, like numerology and symbology and all this kind of stuff, and points out all of these different things, the name, the tri-devil, and all this kind of stuff, and has a picture of the tri-boob, that everybody's seen, and traces out this symbol and say, see, this is a symbol, and this is tracing around basically the third boob in the middle boob, and says, and that's the symbol of ISIS.
What?
It's like,
oh, brother.
Okay. It's just, just like off the fucking wall.
Wow.
Yeah.
This sounds like a venison level of crazy.
No. I do it for fun. They sound serious.
Well, certainly this was presented in a serious manner, but it was kind of hard to take it seriously.
Oh, yeah.
How can you?
That's where the Nutty Squirrels comes in, which Neo is digging. She's singing it with quad boobs. Okay, that's enough of that. You've ruined the Nutty Squirrels.
Fuck you!
I'm teasing you.
Never hear those again. Obviously.
Yeah. 3 boobs. Sign of ISIS. Clearly.
So Emma. Did anybody watch Emma?
What's Emma?
Emma Watson.
No.
From the Harry Potter movie.
Who?
You're not paying
What
attention.
about her?
Aren't you collecting show material?
I have lots of show material.
She's also
none of which involves...
in the movie The Wallflower.
Okay, so
yeah, don't care about that one either. But go ahead, Brian.
United Nations. Did you get that?
What?
He addressed the United Nations. No clues. No clues. There's no clues anywhere.
Well, you reach.
What?
All right, let's go to something I know about. Let's talk about orgasms, shall we? Because, boobs are often the source of orgasms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this transition.
Hey, Mars, are you still with us, or did you fall asleep?
He must have fell asleep.
Holy mackerel!
Well, let's see.
I thought we were keeping this thing interesting.
Well, no, we are. Let's find out if Mars is in the earshot, because this always wakes him up every time.
What are you playing?
Oh, God, thank you, stupid USB.
What do you?
See?
Why were you playing the
Because you weren't saying anything.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were. Hey, Mars, how you doing?
Hey, Mars, do you have any thoughts on the tri-boob?
A man's only got 2 hands. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah.
What are you supposed to do with the third one?
Man's got 2 hands and 1 mouth.
But if the third one's a prosthetic, you're not getting nothing out of it.
Well,
No, but you can chew on the prosthetic nipple until the cows come home.
that's a good point.
What if it's gummy? Wouldn't that be awesome if they were gummy?
A gummy bear shaped as a nipple!
Gummy boobs! Da, 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 da. They are the
So,
gummy
Mars, did you hear
boobs.
about Emma Watson?
You just...
Oh, yeah, dude! I don't
just-
think she should mess with Fortune.
You're just insisting on fuck what his
Well, I was
topic
trying
is.
to have a topic
What
conversation,
happened
and
with Emma
everybody's
Watson?
doing dumb shit on me.
I don't know what you're talking about. So here's a
I'm
bunny
sorry,
with a
I
pancake.
haven't read your Twitter feed.
Usually I just go, okay, kittens. All right, let's find something that Brian didn't tweet.
Oh, this was all over the news. This was even on KTVU.
Okay, I haven't seen the news either. What the fuck's going on?
Emma Watson's fucking with Fortune.
Oh god, that is the most wrong thing to do.
You know what? I don't. You know, I feel like 4chan.
She is gonna get what she's gonna get.
We don't. I'd rather not give 4chan any attention because fuck them. And whatever. They can. You give them attention, you're just feeding into the whole thing. So I don't even want to acknowledge anything that.
I wouldn't even say that on this network. Remember what happened last time?
Yeah, and we totally kicked their asses. And anyway.
Yeah.
Operation
Sure.
Barrel Roll. They kept.
Fortune.
They kept calling into the show, disrupting us. So
if you'd like to interrupt the show, there is a NHB show on another network. Just tweet them. They
You
would
wanna
love
tweet
some attention.
If you don't like us and you want to disrupt us, 4chan, at NHB Show is the Twitter feed that you want to be hammering hard. Just say
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the one. That's the legit
No,
one.
I saw this and I'm like, I really don't know if she knows who she's up against. I mean,
well, someone needs to. 4chan has done some disruptive stuff, and it's a bit disturbing what they get away with. And
there's some cool parts of 4chan. I admit there's some really
yeah,
good,
but there's some cyberbullying stuff that goes on that it's like
there is, of course.
The law authorities really need to step in and shut down the stuff that's going on there that is really disturbing, and threatening, and there needs. But the thing is that they usually end up besting anyone that tries to mess with them, and we really need our cybersecurity forces and law enforcement really need to step up their game to be able to take on something like that. And 4chan is an example of the deficiencies in our law enforcement.
I mean, they love her. They really love her, and I'm sure they have pictures to prove how much they love her. But yeah.
But
never
anyways,
mind.
I really don't care about 4chan, and would rather talk about this guy that's orgasming all the time.
Wait, what?
So yeah, speaking of boobs, which have been known to induce
the gummy boob.
which have been known to induce orgasms in guys from time to time. The living hell of a man who orgasms 100 times a day.
Dude, he got me exhausted.
Yeah, he is. Let me tell you, it's worse than you think. Experiencing 100 orgasms.
He's spewing out dust.
Experiencing 100 orgasms a day may sound like the gift that keeps on giving, but a heartbroken man from Wisconsin can assure you it's much more a curse. Dale Decker is a 37-year-old husband and father of two who suffers from an uncontrollable condition known as persistent genital arousal syndrome. Barcroft Media reports. He first felt the symptoms after he slipped a disc in his back and was on his way to the hospital. Decker inexplicably ejaculated 5 times on the drive and says the orgasms have kept on coming ever since. Imagine being on your knees at your father's funeral, beside his casket, saying goodbye to him, and then you have 9 orgasms right there, he said, while your whole family is standing behind you.
He loved his dad.
It makes you never want to have another orgasm for as long as you live, Decker added.
It raises some questions, yeah.
There's nothing pleasurable about it, because even though it might feel physically good, you're completely disgusted by what's going on. Decker says the intense episodes have taken an extreme toll on him and his family. He is afraid to even leave the house because evidently no place is safe from his excessive ejaculation. If you're in public...
He could be on the bunk.
If you're in public, if you're in front of kids, it's disgusting and it can break you real fast, he told Barcroft. It happened to me at the grocery store. And when it was over, there were around 150 people looking straight at me. Why would I leave the house?
Was he a screamer?
He must be. You know, some people can kind of, you know, try to not express themselves or have expression. But I guess he must be having some pretty intense orgasms. But Decker ultimately realized that his wife, April 33, and two sons, Christian 12, and Tayton 11, are the ones who have to put up with most of the problems from his pelvic issues. We really struggle right now as he is unable to work and supply for his family. I feel like all the strain is on me, April said. But what hurts most for April is that even though her dearly beloved suffers from endless orgasm and constant erections, he is unable to satisfy her in the bedroom. It's really upsetting.
Oh, snap!
We don't do things that man and wife should do, and we argue over things that should not be affecting us, she said, because he sometimes has episodes at night. We took the decision to sleep in separate beds. That can be very frustrating and emotional, April added. You want the comfort from another person, particularly your husband, but we don't have that. Decker agrees that his problems have rendered him useless when it comes to having sex, something that makes him feel very guilty. Occasionally we will have sex, but it's very frustrating for both of us at this condition, as this condition has left me unable to finish. He said, no, that's not the problem. He's able to finish. Frequently.
100 times a day.
Yeah. He can't finish her. Well, come on. You got a mouth, don't you? Get down there and finish the job. The hell's your problem, dude? Get down there and start sneezing in the cabbage. I've tried reading about it, tried going to doctors, but nobody can help me. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just want to get my old life back. I just want to get back to what this condition has taken from me. Get back what this condition has taken from me. Dr. Dina Harris, a gynecologist in New York City who has mainly worked with women who suffer with PGAS, believes Decker is in dire need of help and should do everything he can do to try to fix his problem before it leads to something worse. So yeah, basically this guy needs to see the right doctors, and even then, this sounds like something highly unusual that doctors aren't completely sure how to deal with. But wow, that is... You know, when they went to the whole part about him orgasming at his dad's funeral while kneeling down with his family around him, that's like, whoa, talk about, you know, having a bad day.
I don't know why, but I probably would have pointed and laughed, but that's just me.
That's, you know, that's dark. Funny, but dark.
I don't know.
And thank you, Brian, for retweeting the plug for the competing show.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Hello. Fucking Gondu.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just...
We don't have the hate going on here. It's just love.
And you know what? The thing is that notice that, you know, the real answer to the question on the interview about losing my listeners was liar, liar, because our counts have not altered. Our listener counts are right in the same range that they've been for quite a long time.
I don't know if that's something we should...
What? They're right in the same place that they've been.
Yeah.
So, you know, them coming back has not altered our numbers.
Pants are falling down.
Well,
you think I'm wearing pants, don't you?
Like we said, like I've been saying all show, pants are optional for listening to the show. You are not required to wear pants while listening.
I have a question.
Yes?
Are boxers considered pants?
No. Well, actually, Yes, boxers can be pants because
So that means I have to take my boxers off. But I like my Ninja Turtle boxers.
I didn't say you have to. I just said they're.
No, you
optional.
don't have to take those off because they're Ninja Turtle boxers.
Yeah, they're awesome.
But in England, pants are trousers and underwear is pants.
What?
Oh fuck that! I ain't taking my underwear
So
off.
if you tell a British guy to take off his pants, you've told him to take off his underwear. Because
Man, they got it all wrong.
Not unless I'm with my boy toy, and then that's a different story.
Whoa, hello! What's going on with you and your boy toy there?
Yeah,
Nothing.
who's the boy toy?
Has he been burying his face in the
boy toy?
has he been getting some face in the quad boob action?
Whoa!
He hasn't done shit.
What the hell's wrong with this boy?
I don't know, but I'm getting tired of it.
Wait, now you've pretty much offered the BJ action on the table, and this guy has still not taken the bait? Dude,
No.
we need to call this guy and set this guy straight.
No, he's at theater practice right now. You're not gonna call him.
Fuck theater practice. This is more important than theater practice. There are BJs on the line here that are not happening because this guy is fucking clueless.
Maybe he got a third boob.
Where's my Paul Simon tape?
I'm thinking about getting a third boob.
You should get a third boob. It's good for you.
Tell you what, it slipped my mind. I feel terrible about this. You know that dinner at Pesto's you've always been wanting to go to? I'll meet you there at 8.
I just want the Paul Simon tape.
I like vodka.
Anyways, joining the show is excessive laughter.
Oh shit!
All right, so Gothard has joined the room. Hello, Gothard.
Hi, Gothard.
And who got muted?
Gothard.
Neo.
Gothard.
Neo.
Neo's drinking vodka.
Oh, that explains everything.
Now, mind you, she doesn't want to do drugs, so she's off the weed.
Yep.
But she's on the drink.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not supposed to smoke the vodka.
Okay, maybe I lied to my dad. Maybe I will finish this bottle of vodka.
All right, we actually managed to almost get 2 hours of quality show before things completely fell apart.
Wait, I think I heard.
We're getting there.
Heard Benison's distinguished voice.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
around.
yeah, I'm here.
He's around somewhere.
How are you?
Venison doesn't exist.
All right.
He's like a figment of
Could be
everyone's
better.
nightmare.
All right.
Building computers.
We have an important thing to discuss here, though, this week.
What?
We have
What?
we have to address a very important issue.
What?
Well,
With the fact that you guys are coming here to watch Troll 2 on Saturday, that?
no. Wait, what?
Oh.
We'll talk about that
What?
later.
Okay.
So 2 weeks ago,
That means I have to put pants on Saturday?
pants. If I'm going to be seeing you in person, pants are required.
That means just underwear.
All
right. Just underwear.
All right.
All right, just don't look through the hole.
And trousers.
There's a
Trousers.
hole?
Put the damn trousers on.
Come on, boxers always have no holes in the front. You know, for the PPs to
We
stick
don't want
out
to
of.
see
No.
your trousers snake.
I prefer to put the boxers on backwards, so that way when I have to sit down, wait, never mind.
Well,
Is that when you had to sit down on someone's dick and just plops right in?
That's
Okay, you're cut off.
That's not.
You're cut off.
For you.
Okay.
You are not allowed to have any more potatoes tonight.
I was wrong.
No, you were not wrong.
I've got buzz.
I have killed the child who is cold
Cold
and
and lonely.
And drunk.
I have killed the child who is cold and lonely. I was wrong.
I am drunk. I am Neo.
I'm not drunk. I'm not
I am not
slurring.
alone. I am an incurable romantic.
All right. Anyways,
Ew.
so 2 weeks
You should have
ago.
played that before the song you played earlier.
All right. 2 weeks ago, Damon tuned
2
in
weeks.
to our show after he finished his show. So he tuned in to
Okay.
like the last 2 hours of the show. And he has pointed out that he was not happy with the quality of the show.
That's because he did
You know,
the right part of the show.
Could we please put a little bit of effort into our audio quality on the show?
No.
And not blow.
What do you mean by audio quality? Quality or content? What do you?
Well, I'm meaning if we're gonna, if our content's gonna suck, let's at least sound good while sucking.
That was blowing.
Well, that was blowing. I prefer more sucking and less blowing. Wait, what?
Wow.
Well, depending on the boy toy, I can suck and blow.
No, you can't because he's not taking the hint and provided you a place to suck and blow.
You should call up Scotty and talk to him like that.
Yes, this guy needs to be hit over the head with a clue bat. He's got BJ opportunity right there in front of him, and for at least a year now, and he is not.
2 years.
2 years. 2 years you've been willing to blow the guy, and he won't take the action. This pisses
2
me off.
fucking years, and I've given him one hand job.
Ew.
Fucker doesn't know how to make moves.
Now, let me ask you a question. When you were done, did you immediately run out of the room and wash your hands, or did you stick around a little bit?
Did you smell your hand to make sure?
I did not smell my hand. I was not about to smell that.
That was not my question. Just to,
no, I gave him a towel, told him to clean up, and left.
Nice.
Really?
Nice and classy.
Did you tell him which door?
It was classy.
Did you tell him which door to leave the office through, or?
I always have my own towel ready, personally, but
yeah, so Gators is ready at least.
Or sock.
Or T-shirt.
Ew. Venison, you have a wall.
Okay. Anyways, so
gotta keep a record.
Could we not type on mic?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Damon was questioning the quality of our show, and he is unhappy with the quality that we are bringing to the real No Holds Barred Radio now that he will no longer host the show on this network. And he can't be bothered to host the show here on the network, but he can be bothered to critique the people that are willing to host the show on this network. And
so he's a listener then.
So I've decided, okay, your point's made. So I decided maybe us doing the real No Holds Barred Radio isn't what we should be doing with this time slot. Maybe we should do something different with No Holds Barred Radio, and I don't know. Maybe we'll go back to doing amateur hours.
Blow my nose on it.
Yeah, well, yeah. There we go.
How about you should just play I Get a Kick Out of Corn in a loop?
Well, here's
Yes.
You're getting ahead.
Yes, I like that idea.
You're getting ahead of me because that's exactly what I'm gonna suggest that we put together a schedule of what we're gonna do. So next week, October 1st, we'll just loop I Get a Kick Out of Corn for 3 hours. So what are we gonna do October 8th? All right, October 8th, Gothard will blow his nose for 3 hours, and we'll just make that.
No, we'll loop the doll song.
We'll loop the doll song. Oh, a smile and a ribbon.
A kick out of.
Okay, all right. So October 8th, we're looping the doll song. So what week?
Can we mix it in with Leonard Nimoy Perversion?
Oh,
yeah. Can we work that in?
Hey, well, 3 hours is a long time to loop it. I'm sure we can throw some variation in there. Okay, so the doll song with Leonard Nimoy clips is October 8th's show. Let me get a note card here to write this down.
Oh, sorry, that's classy.
That is. All right.
Okay, did you have your pinky up when you did that?
All right, so October 1st,
Yes.
October
It's
1st,
classy
we're
as balls
looping
in my mouth.
Kick Out of Corn. All right, October 8th, looping the doll song with the Leonard clips.
I said a sprinkle of Leonard on mine.
All right, sprinkle. Well, maybe we'll just, start with a sprinkling and build up to a orgasmic delight of Leonard Nimoy's.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the crescendo will be Bilbo
Baggins. All right. So October 15th, Why don't we? Oh, I know. That'll be bowling week. We'll just loop the bowling sound for 3 hours.
Wait, haven't you done that before?
Not for 3 hours.
Oh, you have clips of the dryer.
Sounds of the pin drops. Pins dropping.
Oh my God! There we go. There we go. There's all right. What's after the 15th? October 22nd. We'll loop the dryer. Okay. I don't have that handy.
That would be fun,
nice...
especially when there's a kitten involved in the dryer.
Yeah.
Meow plug, meow plug, meow plug.
We can.
No, we need to
make
put a
sure-
roll of quarters in the dryer.
Okay. All right. How about we All right. So October 29th.
We can call it the emergency
is that going to be for the emergency
episode.
kittens?
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a show just for you, Brian. You can take October 29th. And that'll be a show where you spend 3 hours describing all the cat pictures that you tweeted that day.
Well, I mean, this is a radio show, dude.
Right, that's why you're describing them.
You know, so you have to have, cat meows.
All right, you could. All right, well, I'll add cat meows in the background while you describe all the cat pictures you tweeted that day. So that's October 29th. Brian's Super Cat Show.
Oh, Super Cat Show.
All right, so now that brings us into November. Hey, November, I think we need Mars to do a show. So, Mars, you're going to clip your nails for 3 hours.
I can do that. I'll make sure to have them grow until then. Wait, fingernails or toenails or both?
Both.
Well,
and of course the
hours, you got-
airport traffic report.
Oh, yes. Yes, you clip your nails with the airport traffic and the trucks that go by. I'll just do that for 3 hours. There we go.
That would be very easy for me to do. I'd do that anyway.
I'll be listening for those garbage truck sounds.
Yes.
Gators.
Yes.
Yeah. Lost my train of thought. Never mind.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. So how about November 12th? We'll have Venison do a show. That will be financial advice with Venison. Let's pencil that one in.
Financial advice with Venison.
How about the Illuminati versus UFOs?
If there's time after
Is Daddy doing a show again?
The real Men in Black.
There you go. All right, so financial advice with Venison on the 12th. All right, so that brings us to the November 19th.
How about a home computer repair with Venison?
No,
no.
And the entire show will be taken up by him doing backups.
Now, Gators, around November 19th, don't you usually go on vacation? So I don't know. Should we leave that open, or is there a possible show?
You know what? You know what? November 19th. Just in case we're not around, we'll just run reruns of Mama's Family for that show.
Right.
Mama's Family, or
Gators,
or
did
the
you see
sounds
they
of a turkey gobble.
They're pretty much the same thing. So.
Did you see they brought out a box set of Mama's Family now?
Well, I know they had season 1 out, and there was bitching that.
No, this is a complete series.
Oh, nice. Are they unedited, or are they the syndicated prints?
I don't know. I think they're on Blu-ray.
I'll have to research it. I might have to buy that.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
November 26th.
That's Thanksgiving, right?
Let's see. So what can we do? We'll let the GIMP host a show for that.
The GIMP.
There we go.
Bring out the GIMP. Bring out the GIMP.
So there we go. There we go.
Do we have the GIMP and Brian do a show together?
Yeah. Hey, Brian, you could do the show with the GIMP for Thanksgiving.
No, not that Brian, but Canadian Brian.
Oh, Canadian Brian. Well, I was going to suggest that maybe December 3rd we just run reruns of the Brian Zone.
Oh yeah. Do you have the link to that? I can send you the channel.
I'm sure I have plenty of time to find that.
Hey.
All right, so that brings us to December 10th. I'll do that show, Positive Reinforcement with Gators.
Ooh.
Because I'm all about the positive reinforcement, that's what I do on Twitter, right? That's the joke. That makes
yes, lots of capital letters.
Yes. Positive reinforcement. I'm really writing these down. I don't know why, because we're not actually doing this. But still, got to have this all written down. Okay. So that brings us.
Are you writing this in Sharpie or?
No, I'm writing this in a pen that I got from the bank I worked at for a Christmas gift one year.
I think it still works.
All right. Dune writes in, how about a Dune cannot get a effing new iPhone Anywhere show? Oh, that's the show we do every Sunday.
Is Dune upset that he can't get the new iPhone 6?
I gave him plenty of places he could call to try to
There's
ask.
the Apple. He didn't even go to the Apple Shack.
We found the Apple Shack in Texas. I suggested he should call them up and ask them if they have any iPhone 6s in stock. He would not call.
Why does he
By
want
the way,
like a
have you guys
Verizon one
followed
only?
you know, Apple has.
No, because it's an Apple Shack that actually sells apples.
You guys heard that Apple has
my mistake.
basically undone the upgrade to 8.01?
Right, yeah, I heard they had to roll that back because it was making phones not go through, calls not go through.
It would make the phone not work, and yeah. Apparently you couldn't do Touch ID either.
All right. Here we go. December 17th.
Which is the whole point of getting the iPhone 6.
Right.
I thought it was to bend it, like people are doing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think the bending
you know what I like to
that's funny.
You know
heard of butt
you know what I do
dialing? How about
to unlock
butt
my.
bending?
So.
You know, I don't use my fingerprint to undo my iPhone 6. I'll just whip my dick out and stick it on there.
There you go. So
it's
nice.
It has its own imprint. You know, everyone's dick has its own impression.
Yeah, it does. So November 17th.
And that will make no one touch my iPhone.
So November 17th, we'll have Mars yodel along to the yodeling music for 3 hours. All right, so I take it that you're all getting bored of this topic.
Wait,
Are we going to have Name That Tune Modern 20th Century Composers Edition?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna lose on that one because Gators is gonna play PBQ Bach, and I'm not gonna know anything.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that on December 24th, Christmas Eve, with Gators and avant-garde 20th Century Music. Name that tune. And that brings us. To our last show of the year, New Year's Eve.
What?
So, what should we do for New Year's Eve?
Listen to Dick Clark farting for 3 hours.
Oh wait, I got it.
Is he still alive?
All right. New Year's Eve, Neo yells at Brian for Brian of the Brian Zone for 3 hours.
Oh.
You like
She doesn't
yelling
like
at Brian. You like yelling at Brian. You do it so
No, I
readily and
don't.
easily. Anytime he calls in,
embarrassed.
you start
He's
screaming.
a fucking gun dude.
See, you like doing that.
No,
Brian.
it's just
He hasn't called
because
in
he's
today.
a fucking idiot.
Okay.
Okay.
Why have you called in?
All right. Then tell you what. New Year's Eve, we'll do a 3-hour Death Wish dance remix.
3 hours of coffee.
3
I agree with
hours.
this.
3 hours
I agree with
of
3 hours of coffee.
There we go. 3 hours of the Death Wish dance remix.
Death Wish.
Death wish.
Death Wish. Death Wish.
Death wish.
Extreme Buzz. Death Wish. Extreme Buzz. Death Wish. Death Wish. Extreme Buzz. Maybe you'll be interested in a cup of Death Wish. Death Wish. Extreme Buzz. Maybe you'll be interested in a cup of Death Wish. Death Wish. Extreme Buzz.
Yeah, 3 hours of that. So that's New Year's Eve. So I think you know what? I think we're good. We got the rest of the year covered. So there we go. I think Damon will be happy with that.
Yes.
I'm glad we banged out the schedule. That's what we're gonna do to bring better content to the show for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
We are nothing if not proactive.
Oh, you know what? I tell you what. The first show of the new year, we'll bring Damon back to host that show, and he'll do 3 hours. The topic: how to make friends and influence people.
Wow.
Are we going to do do 20 questions while using a neti pot?
Maybe we'll do that for the second show of the new year.
Only if the neti pot was filled from a local lake or pond.
Oh, you know what? You know what?
There's that risk of getting an amoeba that eats your brain.
I have to change one of the schedules. October 29th. Let's see.
That's
October.
Halloween. That's Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play all the tellings of the Devil Tree story.
that's why you boil the water.
We're gonna play all the tellings of the Devil's Tree story.
Yep.
Back to back.
Of what?
The Devil's Tree
Devil
story.
Tree.
Yeah, we tell that story
Oh my
every
God.
year. So we'll just take all the previous years that we've told the story and play them all in a row back to back.
Will the DeLorean be in this one? I've been waiting for that one.
That will be our Halloween special.
There we go. And we'll throw the DeLorean story in bits and pieces in between the different.
I've been waiting. Keep
Because-
forgetting that.
Yeah, we
part.
had the DeLorean, so we'll take the DeLorean story, all the Devil's Tree stories, and we'll mix them all up and play that all as one big.
You know, that might last 3 hours.
That I think we had 3 hours. We probably have 5 hours worth of content. We get all those shows together.
Yeah. Well, you told the street story like 7 times.
Oh, yeah, we've told it every year. I mean, our first show was telling that story, and we've done it every year for Halloween ever since.
Yeah, we might as well play extra stuff because we get paid double time on holidays, right?
Right. Yeah. We do actually.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is a paid gig.
Fuck it. I'll pay you
We're
all.
all getting paid.
I'll pay you double for next week.
Yeah, double of nothing is nothing.
Actually,
that's easy.
Today's show, I say we get paid 10 times. So, you know what? I got a little thing I'm going to play here because I think we've run out of steam on this bit. So let's talk about the Apple Watch. And I saw a little preview on YouTube that's out there. This is looking like it's going to be something. So let's.
Are you going to get it?
I haven't decided yet. Let's see what this guy's to say.
Will it be as popular as the calculator
The
one?
iPad. And now, the iWatch. Apple Watch. The Apple Watch. Damn, I'm never going to get used to that. The Apple Watch stands for a pleasantly plump little electronic watch. Android's terrible. Come here. It does so many cool little thingies. You can share your heartbeat for some reason. You can try looking at pictures on a 1-inch screen. You can buy 5 in a row and watch them dance. You can thumb something down or up. You can even set the date, just like a regular watch. Oh, it's got maps on it. Kind of like the phone you already have. Can it tell time? Yes. Do you have to charge it every night? Yes. Just like a regular watch. Sending emoji has never been more complicated. You can draw and send pictures to your friends. We don't know how to turn off dick pics though. It's gonna happen. That'll be a feature that'll come in the iWatch 2, Apple Watch 2. I'm never gonna not say that. Now you can watch YouTube videos right on your watch. Hey man, can you move? Shut up, man. It also comes with Apple Pay, so you can use your watch like a credit card. And trust us, Apple will keep your banking information very secure. Just like all those nude pics. Now, a lot of people think the Apple Watch requires an iPhone. And they're right. If you have an iPhone 4S or lower, it won't work. If you have an Android phone, get the fuck out. If you have a Windows phone... Just kidding. The Apple Watch also comes with a brand new U2 album. We're sorry. You are going to spend hours trying to figure out how to work that crowny dial-y thingy. Because let me tell you, that screen is tiny, teeny tiny. I mean, if you're over the age of 50, I don't know what to tell you. It's the new Apple iWatch, Apple Watch. You didn't really ask for it. So here you go.
I like that tagline.
Yeah, do you recognize who that is?
I don't. Who is it?
Isn't that Jack from Jack Films?
Oh, you're right. That doom at the end should have cued me in. Yeah.
Woodchuck writes in, you're going to pregame the Halloween show by playing every previous Halloween show and automation leading up to it. Oh, there we go. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, my God.
See, Gators, you didn't factor in we have control. You have control of automation.
Well, I don't. But I could get Rico to make that happen. Oh, I like this idea. We'll put all those full shows in automation leading up to it.
Rico.
Wrong, Rico. Whacked Out writes in, so in 4 years, Apple will make a computer that can hook up to your TV. Wow.
Whoa!
You know,
That's crazy talk.
I've got a PC hooked up to my TV right now. It's broadcasting It's broadcasting this show.
That just blows my mind.
Whoa, man.
Well, that are the
Trippy
vibes,
vibes, dude. Trippy vibes.
Yeah.
What will they think of that someone else has already thought of next?
I don't know.
Phones that bend?
Like, the fucking Jetsons had the watch with the video screen on it. Like, they're just stealing from the fucking Jetsons.
Well, so did Dick Tracy. Remember, he used to talk to people on his watch all the time.
Stealing shit from cartoons.
Yeah. Hey, well, they're smart.
Yeah.
I'd steal shit from cartoons if I could.
I want the Eye of Thundera. That's what I want.
Yeah, only if I get the Sword of Omens.
Mm-mm.
What? What do you mean,
All you get is Beastmaster. That's what you get.
Beastmaster? What the hell?
So you know, I gotta say, this past week I've been inspired to start playing more Grand Theft Auto.
What?
Well, I was.
What? Are you jumping buses again?
Well, this all started when I was browsing YouTube, and I found that there are people that do silly things in Grand Theft Auto Online and record it and then edit them into YouTube videos, and they have YouTube channels devoted to this. And it's
like a Let's Play.
It's hilarious stuff. It is. Well, I've been watching a lot of is this Canadian guy. Let me see if I can find any of his clips I've been watching. So because I forget his name.
Terrence or Phillip?
No. They made some joke about 2 pickles and dish soap.
When you do find it, you're going to post a link, right?
Okay. Well, to the channel. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll post a link to one of his videos, and you can go through the rest on the channel.
Everyone gather around this moving poster and just start saying random shit. And whatever we say, I'm gonna edit it onto the poster in my video. Heartstopper 6-pound burger. E. coli.
Oh, the E. coli, deliciously infectious.
Oh my god, look at that huge picture of that banana.
Beautiful. Oh god, look, it's a fucking shark eating a cheeseburger.
Oh, look at that poster of Pluto Nash, the greatest movie.
This isn't one of the funnier videos. Bowling shoes.
Look at my Mario character from Garage Mall. Look at that design for Venom's new shirt. Oh my, look at my channel link. Oh, beautiful.
Oh my god, I am Wildcat, best YouTube channel ever created.
Oh my god, watch H2O Delirious instead of this video. What are you doing?
Oh my god, H2O sucks. Look at this picture of a fat person. Look, it's 2 pickles and dish soap.
That's
what?
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that they're standing in the game next to one of these scrolling ad posters, and so he basically edited in the things you're saying to be scrolling into the ads on the video of the game. So now I actually scrolled to a picture of 2 pickles and dish soap, which is kind of funny for the rant. But no, this is Vanos Gaming is the name of the YouTube channel. And they got lots of funny stuff that they're doing in Grand Theft Auto Online. And so I decided, that's it. I'm bringing up Grand Theft because I played the Grand Theft Auto story mode, and I finished the story mode, did the bank job, and then I kind of got bored of the game. And when they brought Grand Theft Auto Online up to be online, I tried that one evening, and I didn't have that much fun with it. I was kind of like, man, what is this? I don't get it, whatever. And so now when I saw that, they're all having fun bullshitting, I kind of get that the whole point is to have a group of friends that joke around and have a good time together. And you see, I have that without Grand Theft Auto. That's what I do every Wednesday when I come home from work after I have some dinner, is, this is my form of that. But I still thought, well, maybe there's something here to have some fun with. So I went on to Grand Theft Auto Online. I've been playing it some. And since I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in such a long time, and I already finished the story mode, it's fun again. This is my way of basically having fun in the sandbox of it. And, so I've been having fun. Lately my thing has been, breaking into the military zone and stealing a jet and trying to get away without getting shot down. And I managed to get a jet yesterday. And then I tried to land it on the freeway and crashed into a lamppost and blew up. I was able to land on the airport runway fine, and then I decided, well, that's no fun. Let's find a windy road and try to land there. And boom.
Are you part of ISIS?
No, I am not. But apparently, ISIS has been using Grand Theft Auto footage in their recruitment videos.
No, you know what I'm trying to do in Minecraft?
What?
I'm trying to build a underground farm.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Wait, you've been on Minecraft lately?
Doesn't a farm require like sunlight?
A few days ago, yes.
To make the.
Oh no!
Yes. However, pumpkins give off 15. No, it's not grams. It's a score of 15 for light. So if I
They
have
give
enough
out the
pumpkins,
maximum amount of light. Yeah,
If you had glowstone, you get more, right? With lenses.
No,
Fuck you, your glowstone.
So
15 is the highest lights you can get. Yeah.
Woodshop writes in, Apple Watch 2 will eliminate the band, a watch band, by getting medical approval for the sapphire glass to be embedded into your wrist. That's going to make upgrading to... Well, yeah, but... So that means the Apple Watch 3 is going to involve a Apple Watch 2 uninstall. That's not going to be fun.
Scalpel.
We're going to have to rip that screen out to put the new large, because now we've got the larger screen, because we add like a 0.5 millimeter every version. And,
Who said you have to do that? Just put one above it. Be like the Swatch watches. You know how you have like 5 or 8 on our arm?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I guess so. Put a new screen in next to the old. Well, at some point, you're just going to be screens, and you're going to. Yeah, no, I don't think that's a good idea.
We have 2 arms.
It's
Play
multitasking.
room for upgrade. Yeah.
So, anyways,
people put watches on their legs.
but anyways,
too.
so the point is I'm playing playing Grand Theft Auto again lately.
Are you winning?
You should play Minecraft.
No. I am horrible at killing people, and I'm really good at getting killed. I'm just
You
not
should play Minecraft with us.
Hey, they're getting killed. Sequence of getting killed would be a great video.
There you go. Anyways,
you could entitle it "I suck at this game."
I want to
Can your wife pwn you?
I don't know.
Or this is how to do it wrong.
There we go. Maybe I could do that. It's probably already been done though. But meanwhile, at work, I have to pose a question. Is it normal for the help desk person to also be a person that is in a training role to train the new office employees? Is that normal?
No.
Because
Doesn't sound normal.
Because yesterday, MP said, "I think you." Here's the thing, because I make sure the new person is set up with a login, and I do make sure paperwork. But the thing is, I'm a middleman in so much of this stuff that I question, why do I even need to be a part of this anymore? And it's not that I'm trying to get rid of things on my plate, because believe me, I do not want to make myself redundant. I have enough stuff to do, and I'm noticing that as things are transitioning away from our departments into other departments, different things come into our department so that we're still busy. But why do I need to be a middleman in some of these things? Why do these forms come to me when they really should go directly to there? And the thing is that the more this process has moved away from me, but I'm still tied into it in some ways, the more disorganized and inefficient the process has become. And the more people give me crap about that. Well, how come this isn't set up? Well, because I didn't.
Well, are you guys handling all the paperwork that used to be done by HR?
Well, some of the forms don't.
As far as setting up IT stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Well, the form goes to HR, but HR still sends the form to us. But then the form also has to go to the other company because they set up the Active Directory stuff and the Novell stuff. But I got to set up the SAP stuff still, so I still need a form for that.
Wow.
So like
second audio programming.
But like today, I get a form, so I set up an SAP login, and I respond back saying, "Here's the SAP login." And meanwhile, the network login isn't created yet. And then MP turns to me and goes, "Well, you need to do more than that." And I'm like, "Well, that's all that was requested of me." Well, what about phone? Well, the form didn't say if the person needed a phone extension or not, and the person's in shipping. So I don't know. They didn't ask for it, so I didn't create it. If they need it, they can ask me for it. Well, I think he's going to be of a supervisory role, so I don't think he's going to be using the shared extension, so I think he needs an extension. I'm like, fine, I'll create one. Well, then he needs to be added to the phone. I know that!
Yeah, I always hated that we took on the phone responsibilities.
What's
that was
that?
a stupid move.
Did you get the memo about this?
But then she had a conversation with me. I think that we should offer a training, because here's the thing: is that a new person comes in and I set up the login, and sometimes if they have questions, I might stop by their desk and show them how to log on, and I might show them a few things, but it was never formal, and it was never something that was part of my job description, and it's kind of annoyed me that people have at times relied on me to show people how to log on and get in, because I'm thinking, like, if we get a new person to customer service, they need to be trained how to do customer service stuff by someone in customer service, because I don't know what they're doing in customer service. I don't know what screens they go into once they get in.
Customers.
So clearly, the person that trains them how to do customer service stuff within SAP also should know how to log in to SAP, where the phone directory is. That person should be doing the whole training. Why split up the training into multiple departments when it should be the same person? Why complicate this? But MP insists, I think that you should show them how to get login, how to get in the email, how to get in the SAP, how to get into the phone directory. And the problem I have with this is, well, if I start showing them this, then they start asking me questions how to do other things I don't know how to do. And then
no questions. Oh my God.
And then I got to tell them, I don't know. You'll be trained by someone else on that, you know. And so that puts me in a position of saying, I don't know, and you'll have to get an answer somewhere else. And I'm just like, why do I even need to be doing this when it's not my job to do the training and someone else is going to train them? The other person that's going to train them,
not my job, man.
How come that person can't train them on the other? And I think it's a fair question to ask. And her answer was, well, if you're not comfortable doing it, then I'll do it. And it's like, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's like, if you insist that we're going to take this on, I'll do it. But I wanted to tell you I think it's stupid. Because...
Well, but see, I think the thing is, you just want to make clear what the limits of your involvement in the training is.
Well, no, I'm clear where the limits
are.
Log
into Windows or in the network, cool. Log
Brian,
SAP.
Brian,
cool.
that's not the issue. I'm clear where the limits are. I just think that this is stupid. And you know me, I'm not shy about telling MP when I think something's stupid.
Oh.
Ultimately...
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's a valid thing to say, well, I don't need to show the person how to go into SAP because the SAP trainer's going to have to do that. And I don't know anything about SAP, so how can I even do that?
And I think whoever's training them should be able to train them with anything they need to do, because anything that person needs to do, the person training them should know how to do. Why do they need me to show them where the phone directory is? Why do I need to take 15 minutes out of my day every time we have a new person to show them things that whoever's going to train them is fully capable of doing? But MPs ran into situations where people don't know about the phone directory, or people don't know, and so she feels like well, we should be showing them, and that's like, no, that's not our problem, that's our responsibility. But because MP feels like we should do this, that means I gotta do this. Although she
now people in customer service, how far apart are they nowadays? 20 feet apart?
I don't know.
So their desks and the way they're sitting. So I mean, like, if you're sitting right next to another person that's doing this, why don't you just ask that person?
You see, but the point of the matter is that MP has insisted that this is what we should do, and if I say no, she'll do it herself. But I'm not going to say.
So
I'm not going to do
in
that.
setting up a new user, spending, let's say in your method, it takes 5 minutes to do that. She's okay that you spend 15 minutes to do that. And that's the way I would ask the question.
I'm just saying. Well, that's what she wants me to do. But I just feel like...
and understand, make sure she understands the consequence. Well, then it'll take 15 minutes to set up this user instead of 10 minutes.
She's a smart person. She knows that tasks take time.
And if she says, yeah, that's what she wants you to do, then you kind of go, well, okay,
and
boss.
That's basically what it came down to. But You know, I have
Yeah.
a policy where if she asks me to do something that I think is stupid, I pretty much tell her up front, look, if I think something, I have an opinion of something, I'm gonna tell you because I'll let you make an informed decision.
Let me ask you this: when you either set up a new computer or a new user, do you have a checklist that you go down?
Yes.
Are you actually adding things to that checklist?
No, that's a
Sure.
that's a parent company made checklist. They do update it from time to time, but as I found out when I was in,
Yeah, but you don't. Do you have one that's tailored for our company?
it is
Like
tailored
the
for our
SAP
company.
login.
Yes.
Nobody else uses that. So.
But the checklist was made by the parent company when they set up our locations, and it's been modified along the way. So yes, it includes SAP.
Okay, but so the parent company actually put together the checklist. So if she's asking you to do more, do you say, well, should we have the parent company added to the checklist?
I'm not. I hate checklists, so I'm not even going to bring up the topic of checklists when talking to her.
Well, that's why I asked that question first. Do you use a checklist?
I just wanted to pose: is this normal? Is this normal that the help desk guy plays a training role, or is she just Because this to me seems stupid. Am I wrong in my thought that this is stupid? Ultimately, I'm going to do it.
In some companies, the guy at the help desk is also the guy that changes the toner in the fucking printer.
Yeah, I've had those days.
Or is the guy that calls the copy repairman.
Yeah, I do that.
You know, the copy machine repairman.
Yeah, I do that.
Oh, you do that now?
I've always done that.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Well, at some point, I guess the reception... no, not the receptionist. The executive assistant used to do that. At some point, that got handed off to me, and I've been copier guy ever since.
I guess I missed that handoff.
Yeah. Well, it used to be that they had to get the counts every month, and so someone said, "Oh, well, Jonathan could do that." I think MP probably said that line.
Right.
And so I've been
Do
copier
you guys,
guy ever
do you guys
since.
also work with the coffee vendor?
No, I have nothing to do with that.
Whew.
Well, that's definitely, you can't even try to make that tech related.
Hey, you guys have free coffee at work?
It sucks.
What?
I don't even have free coffee.
That's actually
You're not missing
loosely
out.
defined. It's actually more like mud.
We have brown water that I think might be caffeinated, and there's also a pot of decaffeinated brown water too. in
Face it,
case.
Ted, your job sucks. I've had free coffee at a lot of my places.
What? No.
All right, let's put it like this.
Yeah. Venison.
Oh God.
That was what year?
We have.
Doesn't matter.
We
Still
have
had free coffee.
All right, let me put it like this. We have free coffee at our place. Nick brought in his own coffee machine.
Yeah, smart Nick.
And Brian
Correct.
would also chip in for the coffee for that, so that they both didn't have to drink the bad coffee.
Yeah. I've had free coffee at work, but that's because I brought my coffee in and made coffee, so it wasn't actually. It was free for everyone else, I should say.
Right. It wasn't free
Yes.
for you.
No, but.
So you brought in a French press?
No, I ground coffee and put it in the machines. But.
All right. Dune writes in, yes, it's stupid. No real company has IT train anyone but IT peeps. That's what I'm thinking. It should not be. But then again, you know what? The person that used to be sales manager, he used to try to schedule time with the new salesperson. All right, so I'll put you down for 8 o'clock. We'll spend 15 minutes with Jonathan, and he'll show you how to, use your laptop and all that stuff. And once again, I'm like, why am I training? You should know all this stuff. But, I go along with it. I'll bitch about it outside of the office, and I'll even tell people if I think it's stupid.
Is that some new guy that I haven't met?
What new guy?
Well, the sales manager.
That was the sales manager you knew.
The guy that I knew, yeah. Well, he was technically inept, so.
Well, yeah. He's a nice guy, though.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Speaking of...
learned to respect the guy.
Speaking of him, so I didn't mean to completely dismiss you when you started bringing up the topic. Do you want me to convert some records of yours? Is that what you were getting at? 2 weeks ago.
What?
That was a thought that we had discussed, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, are there some obscure things in your collection that are not already readily available on CD?
Well, and that's what I would have to determine.
I see. I mean, I'm certainly willing to help out a friend with that. I just don't want to take on the Pete collection again, because I remember he told me, like, oh, yeah, it's a small collection. And I'm like, all right, free turntable, and I convert a box of records? Great. And then he brought in 3 huge boxes of records. And at some point, I just, like, I started kind of, I was doing, like, 5 a week, but I was, like, downloading them, because why would I convert stuff that's readily available? And then at some point it slowed down to like 5 every other week, and then he was out for a long time, and so yeah, I've got like 3/4 of the collection done, but I really do still owe him a bunch, and I need to finish that and give him a call.
Yeah, I mean that's right. I mean, when you're done with that, then we'll look at my collection.
Yeah, he's been
and
good.
No,
about
we
that.
won't do. Like I have a scratchy version, copy of Abbey Road on vinyl. We won't do that one.
No. I could get you a copy of Abbey Road completely on the up and up.
Well, I already got that in CD, and that's been ripped, so no big deal.
Right. Oh, cool.
But that type of thing, I won't do it. But like I have an awesome copy of the Straubs, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take a look.
I have to go through and see what would be worth. What could I not get elsewhere?
Well, I think the Straubs are available on CD, but if you want the authentic vinyl
I was
sound,
just grabbing a name out of the blue. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know. We'll take a look. I am curious to see what you got. Anyways,
and I do have I think it's a 45 of Pizzle.
Pizzle?
Yeah, it's a punk rock.
Diseased rhinoceros pizzle.
Right.
So, all right, let's talk about beer. I got 2 beer stories this week, so we should talk about beer.
You got beer? Beer.
Beer.
Yeah, so do we want to
Beer.
talk about... all right, well, first let's talk about the one that Mars will be particularly interested in. Apparently, Starbucks is bringing out a new latte flavor. Beer.
Ew.
Like to start your morning?
Odd.
Like to start your morning with the taste of Guinness? You're in luck. Starbucks is testing a new latte flavor called Dark Barrel, which contains a syrup reminiscent of a dark beer.
I take it as non-alcoholic.
Yeah, it's non-alcoholic. It's also got whipped cream and dark caramel sauce. And don't fear a hangover. There's no actual beer in the drink, which is only available in select areas at the moment. How is it? Twitter is divided. The Dark Barrel latte from Starbucks tastes just like beer, and I might be in love, notes one user, while another says it tastes like fruit-flavored coffee. If you live in Columbus, Ohio, or some areas of Florida, you can try it yourself.
Are you going to try it?
I don't think they have it here.
Not yet.
I might try it if they bring it here.
Well, do you have any trips going up to Portland?
No. My next trip is going to be to Texas in October.
The stars at night, so big and bright.
Deep in the heart of Jersey. Oh, wait. Wrong song.
Why would you go to the hard Jersey?
There are no lights in Jersey. All the power plants.
There's no lights.
There is a Deep in the Heart of Jersey version of that song.
Really?
Why?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Sure it's not deep in the bowels of Jersey?
No, it's not deep in the bowels of...
Deep in the bowels of Jersey.
Or it stinks a lot. The water sucks.
Alright, let's see if this is the right thing. That's not Deep in the Heart of Jersey. What the hell? God damn, YouTube fucking sucks sometimes. Alright, let's
I'm
see.
on YouTube's.
Here we go. This might be it. Except that it's giving me pop-up ads and not actually playing anything. Here we go.
Here's a little song. I want to thank WNEW-FM for helping me out with a little song I wrote called Deep in the Heart of Jersey.
Well, we got a call coming in.
Who is it? Who is it?
Oh, I hit the
Hello?
wrong button. I put Brian on hold. Could you call back? All right. Now, how do I get him back? How do I? Where's?
End the conference.
Damn it! How do I get you off hold? There's no button to take him off hold.
There should be.
All right. Well, now I did add a
question.
conference, but did that get Brian off a hold? Hey, Brian, you there?
There we go.
All right. Venuson's there. Is Brian there? I don't even have a window that shows me who's here anymore.
Well, I see Brian. I just don't hear him.
Okay. Well, we have a new caller on the line. Hello there, caller.
Who is it? Who is it? Hello?
Can't think of a voice to use.
Oh.
It's Dune!
That sounds awfully unlike the first thing a beer police officer would say.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Well, my first picture was a Vice Cop badge.
Ah.
But you'd already changed subjects from killing hookers
Oh.
to beer.
I'm sorry I didn't stay on Grand Theft Auto long enough for you.
Hookers and blow?
Hookers and blow.
Apparently,
I just had to wait until you were done hating on eye products.
I wasn't hating.
Oh.
I wasn't hating on them. I just was talking about them, and they happen to be in the shitter these days with the whole iPhone 6 being bendable.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about me ever getting a watch. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, and
I was going to ask you if you're getting a watch.
I just want my damn phone.
Well, but
you
don't want that one.
Why
It's bendable.
won't somebody take my money?
It's bendable. It's bendable.
How's that happen?
You dodged a bullet there.
You know what? It's bendable. Yes. If you're stupid enough to put something that costs $800 in your back pocket and sit on it, you deserve to have it bend.
Actually, dude, it was happening.
Blame the user. No, you don't blame the user. First rule of usability: don't blame the user.
I mean, okay, you're saying that you could be careful with it and not bend it, but the point is it's more bendable than the iPhone 5. People that were not damaging their iPhone 5s are now damaging their iPhone 6. That is
it is
not
bendable.
a good
no doubt
thing.
about it. It's a piece of aluminum. I mean, it's just
butt bending.
Life.
Yeah, that was not a smart decision to build it out of aluminum like that. You know?
That's the cost.
Especially with the
for-
number of hipsters in the world.
Yeah, for something
Hipsters
light and thin,
have tight
that's
jeans.
That's just kind of the way it is.
Yeah, and you want
Apparently,
that bendable
people are
phone.
putting them in their front.
I
So
absolutely
you'll
want
get
that.
you'll get a stainless steel phone cover for it.
You got to forget, you're talking to the guy that bought a $250 pair of glasses over 20 years ago and still has them.
Wow, they made Oakley's then? Awesome.
So
Oakland,
I'm
Smokeland.
careful.
I see.
You know, it wasn't on the back pocket. Apparently, people were putting them in the front pocket too.
Well,
Right.
anywhere you put it, you bend over, it's gonna. I mean, just think about the force involved in that.
Yeah.
Apple's going to be single-handedly responsible for bringing back the cell phone holster or the fanny pack.
Yeah, it just.
I've already. That's the sad thing.
Thank
I've
you.
already
Thank you.
received my phone case.
So, anyways,
So I don't even have a phone for it.
no one
See,
can understand
instead of
anything at
using
this
those
point.
tight jeans, you should be wearing yoga pants because they'll just stretch around.
I did.
No more hipster pants.
Yeah, but see, that's yoga pants fall into the same category as spandex. It's really a privilege, not a right.
Gift card? Really, $100 rebate card from anywhere? Really?
It's too good to be true. Oh, wait. It is too good to be true.
Really?
Who in the hell are you talking
Mars is being solicited at the moment.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, we should have the whole conversation on the air.
I was gonna put it on speakerphone, but it was automation, and he didn't want to talk to me about his $100 card he's giving me. So I know. Sorry.
Yeah, my wife gets her phone tomorrow. I should have ordered mine back when she ordered hers, but oh well, I was stupid.
It's okay. You can play with her phone while you wait for yours.
I'm just standing there on the corner going, please take my money. Nobody wants to do it.
You stand on the corner and give people your money. They'll take it. You just won't get
well,
it back.
Well, that's true. I just won't have an iPhone.
Yeah.
Did you see the video clip of the person gets the iPhone, the first one in that store?
The dude that dropped
going out talking to the reporter and drops it?
Yeah, that was
Oh, the dumbass kid?
Yeah. It was hilarious.
He manhandled it, man. He freaking gorilla-handed the thing. See that kid open it? Oh my goodness.
Well, I tell you what I really thought was interesting. I was watching it was the tech TV shows I always watched with Leo Laporte. He was showing clips. They were showing in California where he was, and there was all the people waiting in line, and everybody's doing the clappy clap thing, and I think a big countdown, and then they showed the clips from the stores in New York, which all of the employees are doing the clap countdown thing, but outside are all these, they appear to be homeless Chinese people that are just placed in line and given money to buy iPhones.
Yeah, I was watching that, and the commentator basically said like this is some kind of bad. Why is it bad? It's capitalism.
No, it's not. That's what they said. They said what's bad is it's just the image. It goes, it is. They're selling stuff. They have the right to buy it just like anybody else. I said, it's just one of those things.
Exactly, man. It's just capitalism. What's the big freaking deal?
Well, I think what it is, it's lost. They're the ones that still like that original. Everybody's excited to get a new phone. That's just not the case there. There, it's just everybody's excited because they're going to take their phone and hand it to somebody. They're going to hand them $100, then they're going to go to China and sell it for 5 times face value.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, no, there isn't. But I'm just saying, it just takes
Yeah.
away from the. And believe me, I don't care. I'm just saying it's just interesting to see the difference between the two. The crowd of people that really want the phone so they can go use it, and the ones that are just there to.
I agree with you. I mean, everything's gone crazy. I mean, to me, I kind of like to watch. Which store does he go to? Wozniak goes to a store in Los Gatos, I think, to get his. That's kind of cool. It's geeky, but it's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think it's always neat to that pan the streets and here, get this 90-year-old woman, and she's just, she's got a whole bunch of cash in her hand and a little piece of paper that says what to get.
Right. Exactly. Right. Does she even know what an iPhone is?
No.
Hey, does she have a 10-year-old to show her how to use it?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
there was somewhere they had a picture of because I think those are illegal to import. I think they have to smuggle them, actually get them into China. Yeah, and they had
That's probably the case.
They had stopped several of them that they had, that people were trying to get. And I'm not sure what the deal is. Somebody had said that the Chinese phones are limited in what they can do, and I don't know if that's true or not, but it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I don't know, but
yeah, I think you're probably right.
Yeah, it's
probably is limited.
Maybe GPS functions or something like that. It's hard to say. I don't know, but I do know that they're getting. I think they said between $2,000 and $4,000 per phone is what's being paid overseas for these things.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's you can. You people, you suckers out there trying to get cocaine across the borders. And that'll be the next thing. Hey, that's right. Now you're going to have cocaine with iPhones packed inside of it.
That's right.
That's what's
right.
going to happen.
That's right.
They're gonna
yeah,
hide
we don't care about the
iPhones.
cocaine. Just, do you have an iPhone in here?
We're going to hide the iPhone in the cocaine now. That's what we're going to do. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's what's going to happen. So did we lose Johnny? Did he run away on us or what?
He fell asleep, I think.
Maybe he went to get coffee.
I had to go take a piss.
Oh, yeah.
I figured I can't even get in a word or anything, so I might as well just walk off now and
Oh, you could have gone.
Oh, no, I couldn't. You were all talking Apple.
Oh, it's okay.
Speaking of releases.
What?
Things.
Yeah?
So, Gators, have you gotten the new 5.1 surround mix of Super Session?
Yes, I have. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Wow, what a segue.
Nice.
Have you gotten it?
Yes.
Better than the quad mix.
Rising.
Did he just say that?
Now, Al Cooper.
I heard it too.
Did he just admit that?
Well, no. The new 5.1 mix done by Al Cooper is better than the quad mix that was done by Columbia's quad mixing people back in the 70s. And let me tell you, the quad mix kind of was a stationary mix, as in, like, the bass and the drums would be in the back of you, and organ and guitar would be in front of you, and maybe they put the horn section behind you or around. But everyone was stationary and stayed still. Al actually did a little bit of moving around with the 5.1 mix. He did a really good job with it. It is a shame that it wasn't released on SACD in the early 2000s when Sony was going to do it, and that it had to sit on the shelf for all these years until Audio Productions or Audio Fidelity finally decided, hey, let's put some 5.1 stuff out. So, yeah, it's pretty sweet, and I can't wait to hear the Child is Farther Than Man quad 5.1 mix when that comes out. It's going to be far more better than listening to people breathing.
By the way, Gators, what was that date you're going to Austin?
I'm not going to Austin. I'm going to Arlington, which is close to Dallas.
Never mind.
Never mind. Oh, you don't care now. Okay. But anyways, Emily's been writing in.
Emily!
Andrew says he needs some beer coffee now. iPhone will single-handedly bring about the downfall of tight, skinny jeans. Is this good or bad?
That's true. It might bring back the purse.
And then she wasn't sure if she was messaging the right account, so she wanted to.
She was.
So I told her, you are messaging the right one. I can't get a word edgewise at the moment. I think we're going to have to start putting subtitles on the YouTube screen. And I start typing in, hey, are you as bored as I am? And then she wrote in, LOL, well, at least Dune is talking, not other more annoying people. Smiley face.
Oh.
So the new iPhone is made out of aluminum. That's great.
Yeah. Where's my Paul Simon tape?
I was gonna.
Well, that'll be lighter.
So
I was gonna patent jeans with gangsta pants. Bring back gangsta pants.
So Guthrie, since we last talked, have you gotten the box to a post office?
No.
Okay.
He's waiting for the NHB shirts to ship.
There are no shirts.
We don't have any of those.
There are no shirts. They are all.
I'm sorry. I've been getting up, and then I've been coming home, and then I get back, and then the post office is closed.
Yeah. You've been.
And I don't feel like leaving your records sitting in my hot van.
Well, I appreciate that.
For like 6 hours before I get to the post office.
I get that. I get that.
You don't want him to have a square of vinyl.
No, it wouldn't be a square of vinyl. It just means that when his needle plays, it's going to sound like.
Nice.
Can you put a bottle of stanky water in there for him? Too?
No, you keep your stanks.
You should.
I will put a bottle of stank water.
Yes, you should.
Emily writes in, I wasn't talking about Mars, for the record.
Yay!
It would be funny to send a jug of water, though, by the mail, just for the hell of it. Is there anything liquid in here? No.
So Dune, what do you think of the real Hey Mr. Gators?
I got to hear about. I didn't get to hear the whole thing.
Oh.
I did get to hear the last part of it, and I was impressed. It was very very well done.
All right. Well,
and I thought that was you definitely took it to the next step. That I think that was a good thing to do.
Okay. Well, you didn't hear the whole thing, so others might have missed it. Now you heard the original one that
I heard the original, yes.
The Liam's doctored version of that interview. Now this is, like I said, Liam doctored it. The whole jumping out the window thing was completely fabricated. Obviously I didn't jump out a window. I'm here. And I don't know, he was trying to, make it more edgy, I think, and fabricated a story that didn't really exist. But for those that missed it earlier, and for Dune, since he only heard the end of it, here again is the whole the real Hey Mr. Gators.
We have an exclusive interview with Gators from the No Holds Barred Radio Network. Mr. Gators, what was your response when you found out Damon wasn't bringing his show back to the network?
I hope you had the time of your life.
What did you say to Damon to try to keep him from leaving? And what was Damon's response?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Well, obviously Damon left and started his own stream. How does that make you feel? It's not all bad though, Mr. Gators. You still have co-hosts. Can you describe them?
Crazy.
Apparently your listener base has been shrinking due to everyone going to Damon's server. What are your thoughts? Mr. Gators, it seems everyone has ran out on you, including a number of shows. You must be really upset.
You never really know who your friends are.
It seems shows have been leaving the station in droves. Who's left?
Dune.
Anyone else?
Video Bam.
Surely there are other shows on the network.
Take it.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Gators. So with everyone leaving, including Liam and Damon and all these other shows, how do you feel?
I feel fine.
What will you do now that all the funny is gone from the network?
Mop, mop, mop the floor. Scrub it high and scrub it low.
I guess I better go outside with a bucket and a mop and clean up.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute. Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
I still say it was very nice of Liam to help me mop.
That's impressive.
At the end, you know?
I know.
Yes. And where you found Take It or Leave It in the sound clip is beyond me.
I did a Google search for Take It or Leave It lyrics, and I found out there's actually a song called Take It or Leave It, and luckily they actually...
Did you find out where the Dune clip came from?
No, I did not.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that's actually me singing Take It or Leave It, because that was the interview. That was totally... I don't know. Wait, how do you give
you
me...
have such range on your voice, Gators.
I do. I do. And Liam would lead you to believe that I can mimic the vocal stylings of David Lee Roth, Gilbert O'Sullivan, Carole King, Lionel Richie.
Well, you did get an A in your note class.
I did.
Or whatever the hell it was.
Ear training and sight singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got an A+.
Can a blind person take a sight singing class, or is that like not allowed?
At first I was going to say, well, why not? Blind people can sing, but then I realized, well, I'm sure there are notation methods that blind people can read. There's got to be Braille music.
Yeah, there is Braille music.
So that's what you would do.
So it'd be sight singing with feeling.
Right. And besides, what you were supposed to do for sight singing was you were supposed to notate the solfege underneath the music so that it would... So basically, if you could, and solfege could easily be notated in Braille because you just, do the first letter of do, re, mi, fa, D, R, M. Yeah. But then if you get into the minor keys, then you'd have to deal with may and, instead of me. See, this all makes sense to Gothard. Of course, I never bothered wasting my time with actually notating the solfege underneath the sight
singing with feeling.
With solfege.
Wow.
Emily actually missed Liam's version, so
I hated that class.
I loved that class. That was a great class, except for the time that Beth totally bitched me out.
I like the one for engineers. That was so much easier.
Oh, I hated that class.
It was so easy.
Now, Dune, you remember the clips we played of what we had to do in that class, right?
No, is that the one where you had to do
the frequency range that was being boosted or cut with the Mexican bird song?
Yes.
Yeah. That was awful, wasn't it?
It was easy.
That was not easy.
Piano.
It was stapled. Easy.
Oh, easy button, easy.
I'll have to send
that was easy.
Emily that version.
That was easy.
That was not easy.
Yes, it was.
Vanessa writes in off air. Oh, apparently, no, this is on air. Damon complains you just modified that bit, not original, and now wants to call you out. Well, you know what? Liam totally ripped off Dickie Goodman with that bit. So there. You know what? Borrowing is fair. It's square. That was the idea I came up with. I thought, what could I do? And I thought to myself, well, let's pretend that this was a modified interview, and I have the original audio. And so that was totally Dune. I'll let you, as an impartial third party, have the ruling. Do you think that it was lame, or that I reused the bit and recycled it into something else?
No, I think you did very well.
Thank you.
Actually.
All right, Dune approves. I'll take that. There we go. The officially approved by Dune bit.
There we go.
Nice.
And the bit meets the Dune seal of approval. I'm going to put that when I tweet the link to it, because since they tweeted the link to theirs, I'm going to tweet a link to my new one, which I call my new one the real Hey Mr. Gators, much like I call my show the real No Holds Barred Radio. I'm going to actually tweet when I tweet the link as approved by Dune, or with the official Dune. I'll figure out wording for that, but I'm going to tweet that it's approved.
Dune seal of approved. There you go.
Arjuana Sound writes in, this licks it. Okay. So wait, Damon and Liam were actually listening to my show to hear my version of the bit? I mean, but then how they even know?
Well, there's some people out there that have mad skills that can listen to both things.
So people have been filling them in as the show goes on.
Probably.
Well, they haven't even heard it then. You know what? They could go suck an egg.
Oh. Hard-boiled or scrambled?
It's one of those things that I think they have to take it as a compliment, because Liam is extremely talented, and he makes it easy for you to do what you do because of the talent that he has. So, there you go. It works both ways.
Yeah, and so much for confidentiality, but your listening numbers are starting to catch up with each other, equaling out.
Yeah, we've actually.
That's fine.
That's why I was justified. My answers all have a logical sense.
They say people do stuff, they make it look easy. There you go.
And my answers, like I actually thought about the answers to Liam's questions. So that really is the real interview with me. Because when Liam asks what I think about Damon leaving, I use the line from the song Good Riddance, which doesn't actually say good riddance. It says, I hope you had the time of your life. So I thought that was kind of fitting. And then
the FU song I thought was really.
Yeah. Well, because basically.
Fuck you!
Because what did I say to try to get Damon to come back? We're coming back with No Holds Barred. I'm bringing the show back without you. And Damon's response has been pretty much a hissy fit to the equivalent of fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And, what do I think of everyone leaving? Why should I care? They act as if people are leaving me that have left the network. But let's take a look at the people that have left the network. Damon left the network. Why? Because he can't do anything but bitch about everything and decided, fuck this. And he didn't leave over me. In fact, he stopped doing the show because he didn't like what was going on with co-hosts at the time. And the network is really just him blaming everyone but himself for all his drama. And
yeah, he punished you, man.
And other shows that left the network, did they leave because of me? No, I think
left because of Durban.
It's possible that other shows may have left because of Damon. I won't say that was the only thing, but that certainly could be a more legitimate factor than saying they left because of me. I don't. If you ask producer Bill why he left, he'll say that he wanted to do something different. But who do you? But if you think there was a responsibility there, you think it's because of Gators or because of Damon? I'll let you, the listener, decide. I'll leave it at that.
It's not important.
It's not important. And how do I feel? I feel fine.
Maybe Lisa was just driving him nuts. That could be true right there.
There we
could
go.
be.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Too much horseradish.
So, but if Damon wants to call me out, he can call in.
Oh yeah. Well, his show's ending right now, so he might. You never know.
Or horsey sauce. There we go.
Yeah.
Emily writes in, are you guys going head-to-head on time slots? I haven't heard Damon's new show before, but if you are, that's a totally low blow, Damon. You know, I think so. I think so, too. That was, supposedly, that's the only time in the week it would have worked. And like I said, Damon could have come to me. And, heck, I probably would have found another day during the week to do my show to let Damon come back to his slot on Wednesdays. And that offer still stands, by the way. I've told Damon, if you know, every time he's bitched about this, I've told him, well, come and get it. I will step aside and stop doing No Holds Barred Radio if he comes back to the network.
Oh.
So much like Motel 6.
Yeah, we'll leave the light on for you. You know, we're leaving the show on for him. All right, let's see what other...
It's Motel 6, there's cockroaches underneath the bed.
Anyways, so beer coffee was not the only beer-related news story this week, actually.
What?
Because
what? There's more beer?
There's now the taste of craft beer in a jelly. Apparently this...
that's almost like the whole bacon thing. That's just out of control.
Well, you know, I gotta say, what was it? A birthday gift? Gothard's mom sent me a birthday gift. She sent me a jar.
Jelly beer?
She sent me a jar of Moxie flavored jelly.
Oh,
which unfortunately the sugar content.
Moxie.
Moxie, you know, it's a cola beverage.
It sounds like a stripper.
No, Moxie is a cola beverage that kind of has a ginger aftertaste.
It's Moxie's jelly. That's what he got.
Moxie is the official state beverage of Maine.
Okay.
MOXIE.
When it should be Allen's Coffee, Brandy, and Milk.
Hey.
Just do a Google search for Moxie soda. You'll find it. You'll find it.
Google search for Allen's Coffee, Brandy, and Milk.
Oh, hey, Gothard.
It tastes like chocolate milk, but it will get you fucking drunk.
Speaking of the Moxie jelly that your mother sent me, did you ever send the YouTube links to your mom?
No, I didn't.
Well, you
have an issue.
You're sitting in front of a computer right now.
Yes, but her computer has an issue.
Well, they got the laptop.
She hit something that basically made the her web browsers do not work right now. Did some HP update that fucked her over, which I don't think was an HP update. I think it was something else.
What version of Windows is she using? Vista or 7?
There's 7 or 8.
Okay. Well, she should go back to a recovery point before.
I did, and it wouldn't allow me.
It wouldn't allow you? Why not?
It had an error while doing the recovery point.
Back up the data, recovery disk, new Windows install. You could schedule a Saturday afternoon. She's your mother. She gave you life.
Wow, I like how Gators
Thanks,
is...
Mom. Take the whole afternoon to do
if I could spend an afternoon helping my mom recover her computer, I would jump at that chance.
Hey, Venison needs some work.
That's not fair.
No, you're right, it's not. But anyways, I'm sorry, that was a low blow.
Well, he could help.
I'm sorry, that was low. That was low. I'll take it. All right, I know that sucks. I get it. Computer issues like that suck, and new Windows installs and recovering everything, that sucks.
It's calling. Who is it?
Yes, it does.
Who is it?
All right, we have
Put everybody on hold,
It does, especially when my mother's like, "Oh, I wish I hadn't done that." I'm like, "Yeah, I really wish you hadn't." You're not the one that gets to have to fix the fact that you went, "Oopsie."
Oh, that sucks.
Who's it?
We got a call on the line. Hello, caller.
Who's it?
NHBshow.com. Dropping loads.
Yeah, they probably were dropping some loads.
And we got another call on the line. Hello there.
Oh, who's it?
Yeah, your site's not working right.
Which site?
your NHBshow.com site. It's not working right. I don't hear Damon and Liam.
Well, yeah, but that's that you got the wrong show because that's not our site. That's
NHBshow.com. Right?
Okay, I see what's going on.
That's
here.
because you're a fucking pussy.
I see what's going on here. You know what? I think someone is trying to get the term NHBshow.com said on this stream.
Oh, cool. No, I actually kind of like it. We finally figured out how to get callers now.
Yeah.
there you go.
Because callers need to call in and tell us to go to NHBshow.com, apparently.
Callers are good.
Yeah, call in now and tell us to go to NHBshow.com. You know?
What site is that? I've never been there.
That's at
Well, I have been
NHBshow.com. As a matter of fact, I think we should call NHBshow.com.
They do have a donate link on their website.
And
You can
tell
donate to
them about NHBshow.com.
Well, well, you could try.
Let's see. How do I add a call? Add to a conference?
Probably can't.
I
You
should be
right
able
click
to.
on their name and say add to conference.
Oh, let's see. Well, I've called them before, so they should be on here. What is it? NHB Show?
Oh.
Is that their Skype name?
Could be.
Why do
They might be off air though, just to let you know, because I think their show ended.
Oh, that's lame. They only do 3 hours. That's fucking lame.
I know.
Barely trying.
Although, you know, I really should wrap up the show because, you know, I'm feeling mighty peckish and might want to run out to the Jack in the Box to grab a bite.
All I could get was Wendy's.
Is that a 24-hour Jack in the Box?
Yeah, it's open pretty late.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it is.
And we completely ran out of material anyway, right?
Well, I was going to talk about the beer jelly.
I thought you did.
Well, yeah, they make beer jelly in Vermont. Okay.
They made beer jelly. Okay, next story.
Porn star sex toy shot off sparks during scene. Okay, we covered that one.
Oh, that's could be painful.
Mother drives a 5-month-old in trunk to avoid being cited for not having a car seat. That didn't really work out very well.
That is thinking right there.
That is some creativity there.
Yes. Safe in the trunk.
So you going to tell us about NHBshow.com?
We can add all
Are
this
you
in
cutting
post.
and running by going to Jack in the Box because your show sucks in comparison to NHBshow.com because you're a little dick sniffer?
No, I
You're
figured.
a little dick sniffer, right?
No, I actually.
You're a little cowardly dick sniffer who has no original content. NHBshow.com, Baba Booey.
Is he mouth breathing or something?
Baba Booey. Okay. Okay.
Baba Booey.
Baba
What is
Booey.
it? Did we get into a time portal and go back 15 years?
So the 90s
What is this,
called.
Howard Stern?
The 90s just called us. They want us to go to NHBshow.com.
We would have called
Let's do
them.
the time warp again.
I really wish he just said Stone Smoke Pork.
You know, it's only a jump to the left.
Oh, you did. You should have asked them for the Skype address.
I should. Well, they're not on right now. They ended the show already.
Yeah, they ended.
Because they.
Yeah, that's because they're a lame show.
Yeah, apparently we're cutting and running, yet we're still doing the show. So how come they can do a 3-hour show and that's fine, and if I try to wrap it up after 3 hours of show, I'm cutting and running?
It's double standard.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That is bullshit right
I
there.
recommend Jack in the Box. You should get yourself. What are you gonna get?
heck,
Sourdough? What are you gonna get?
I only took one break.
Yeah, that's
look at that.
kind of like Bush
You're
doing
working hard up in here.
Actually,
They
you
don't
took 2
appreciate
breaks,
you.
but we don't talk about when you went pee.
Oh, that's
That's
that
like
didn't even
Bush doing
count.
it doggy style.
Oh.
Donkey style?
Donkey style?
Doggy style.
Horsey style? Monkey style?
Monkey style.
Yeah, monkey style.
Oh well. I don't know, Gators. I don't know.
If you don't ask, you'll never learn.
I don't know if I
What is
want to learn that.
All right, well, go get your Jack.
All right, yeah.
What do you get? Are you getting
I'll
jalapeno
get it.
poppers? What are you getting?
I
You
don't-
get stuff
I don't know.
Jalapeno poppers.
I don't know
Get
what-
some
but-
extreme
all right,
fajitas.
Here's the deal. I'll just be
What are you
honest.
gonna get?
I'll just be honest.
Uh-huh.
I want to spend some more time with my wife this evening.
Oh my God! How dare you!
Thank you for being honest.
Way to have some balls.
She's
wife and Jack in the Box. That's all.
She's kind of in a bummed out mood today, and she's also kind of hungry. And I thought it would be nice.
Yeah, we'll give her a hug for me then. She needs a couple.
All right, hold on a second.
I thought you were playing Carl Jr.
Hey, caller. Be sure to check out NHBShow.com, caller. You gonna do that? Do that right now.
I'll catch you cats later.
Bye, dude. See you Sunday.
See ya.
So go ahead, caller. You gonna tell us about NHBShow.com? Tell us about it.
Oh, what show is he gonna talk about?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the one with Damon and Liam, right? On NHBShow.com.
Oh yeah, I've heard about them.
Dude, your audio's cutting out. You suck. Okay, thanks. Bye. Go to NHBShow.com.
Man, you need some bandwidth. What are you, venison?
Man, that was worse than venison.
I know Vincent's had decent bandwidth tonight.
Why are we even paying attention to these people?
It's got better.
Because there's nothing else to do.
Arjuana Sound says NHB Radio, home of the cowardly dick sniffers. No, home of the loving husband that wants to spend an evening with his wife.
Yay! Yes, I agree with this.
The cowardly dick sniffers.
And that's what I want to do. So I'm going to do that. So now if you guys want to just me leave the streams up for all you and you still want to do a show, I'm cool with that. Or if you're okay with me just wrapping it up and closing it, that's cool too. Up to you guys.
What did I learn tonight?
I
learned so much tonight.
I mean, this show doesn't require pants. It also doesn't require gaiters. I mean.
Oh.
Well, put your pants on when you go through Jack in the Box drive-thru.
Jack in the Box drive-thru requires pants.
You know what? Jack gets very mad at you. Oh, hey, have you seen the guy? We have a surfer guy at the Jack in the Box now. Have you seen him?
No.
Dude, he's awesome. He calls you Brock.
You know what? 2 weeks ago. Okay, Mars, could you wait a little while to do that?
Sorry.
So 2 weeks ago, Damon criticized me for going 5 hours when my content got lame and said I should end at 3 hours. And now they're going to accuse me of cutting and running because I follow his advice. So,
yes.
Whatever.
Dude, wife is more important than a show. Seriously, I just tell you right now.
My Last Stand writes in, Damon is host of You Whore. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, he's host of You Whore. There we go. So anyways, this has been the real No Holds Barred radio show. My Last Stand writes in, the bombing is bad, Mon. Okay.
Whoa.
I'm not sure what that's all about.
That was very Jamaican. Yes, Jamaican.
That's what I learned this week. I learned this week that this show is Jamaican. And I've also learned that even if you follow Damon's advice, he will still criticize you for it. And I've also learned that
awesome
Jack in the Box, good. So, Brian, what have you learned this week?
I learned that we are the only NHB radio show. We should rename it to that.
Wow.
All right. Hey, caller, what have you learned about NHBShow.com?
That you're a bunch of dick sniffers who need to tune into NHBShow.com.
Okay.
Dick sniffers.
Wait. Do you know Kung Fu?
Dicky sniffers.
Do you know Kung Fu?
Dicky Sniffers? Okay.
Oh.
Well, that's what that guy learned. All right. Venison.
Thank you, caller.
Venison, what have you learned this week?
Well, apparently I learned that you have to have pants in order to go to Jack in the Box drive-thru, but if you want a Jack in the Box, I didn't think pants were required.
Thank you, Venison. That was awesome.
Good one.
Nice.
Oh.
He had a funny once this year. I'm
Wow.
impressed.
Wow. I'm glad your Wi-Fi held out today. Mars.
See, this is the kind of quality show we're putting together.
So, Mars, what have you learned?
Oh, shoot, I closed my notepad. I learned that apparently I'm doing... Dang. I'm going to do a show sometime in November, apparently, with yodeling.
And clipping your nails.
Some butt bending?
Butt bending.
What, you got to use a teleprompter?
Yes.
And he's
Yes,
going
I
to clip
am.
his nails.
Yes.
All right. And Neo, you still out there?
She's yodeling
Yeah,
now.
to an extent. Why?
Okay. What have you learned this week?
I learned that vodka makes my face numb.
Oh my god.
Well, this reminds me. Another thing I've learned: we need to get Neo's guy on the line and hit him over the head with the clue bat. We totally need to do that. Ted, what have you learned this week?
I've learned that Neo talks dirty words when she's drunk.
Oh my goodness.
Potty mouth.
Wait.
There.
What's the difference between drunk and not drunk then?
Oh, that's true. All right, Gothard.
Cutting some slack.
Gothard, what have you learned?
I learned Gators gets bitchy when I don't send out his records.
I'm sorry. I want to listen to him. I didn't have room to take not even one of them home with me.
That's true.
Okay. Hey, it's cool. I understand. I know how things are. I mean, it took me a while to get your records out, so I it's all fair. Besides, those chairs won't burn themselves on the bonfire.
How about the painting? Has that been sent out
What
yet?
chairs?
You weren't there for that?
You saw the chair picture?
Yeah, I was sitting in that chair. Not at the time it was on fire, of course.
That would have been awesome.
But that's the chair I was
still made a cool picture.
Yeah, it did. It did. I was like, hey, I've got that.
It was perfect. We started drinking, and one of Mike's friends was there, and he's actually part of a fire department. So we're like, yeah, Steve's here. We can burn something. He's a trained professional. That's the ticket.
And so this wicker chair went into the fire pit and up in flames.
Don't try this
like
at
the
home.
ones, like those big fan wicker chairs that they had that like black people used to like to sit in with their dashikis in the 70s.
Oh, you like
Venison knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It completed the whole the retro Back to Africa craze of Black Power 70s culture.
Ah.
Wow.
Not in my neighborhood.
Not in your neighborhood.
Okay, I guess not. All right. Well, hey, that's what we've all learned this week. Thank you all for tuning in, and I suppose next week...
Africa, hell, there's things that will eat you.
I suppose next week, Liam or Damon will have some retaliation for my retaliation, and we'll have to check that out. But be sure to check that out on the podcast after listening to this show. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I'm going to go get some Jack in the Box and chill with my wife. Good night.
You're gonna Jack in the Box?
I'm going to Jack in the Box and then Jack in the... No, wait, what? No, never mind.
Mars, that's bad.
Yes. Your point is.
Okay, so say hey to the missus.